I hope you stub your toe.
That's funny.
Good evening and welcome to Carnage in D minor, a Vampire the Masquerade Chronicles set in the late 1980s Oxfordshire. Already awakened for the night is Miss Hartz as the daughter of Cacophony Alina Carnage. Day breaketh on as the kindred known as the Piper. Muscavian as the kindred Richard. That bastard. Gothic Ferret as the Tremere Ambrosia. Dead Western as Nosferatu FX Leech. Get well soon, Fenice. I know you don't watch these back, but I'm still gonna do it. We begin from where we were last week. The Piper did not join the rest of the coterie inside of the modern large house, choosing instead to stay behind by the car and watch as they easily pass through the gate and enter inside. It leaves you in the cold, only the sound of the muffled revelries within the house and distant traffic your company. At this point, Piper, what's going through your mind?
Well, for a while, it's just idly waiting, playing with that slide whistle, amusing myself and while I wait for the others, but you know, can't help but think back those crates full of those itty-bitty limbs. How many little piggies went to market, how many little piggies stayed home. All those little piggies we found chopped up like roast beef, shiny crystal heart for each one. And as time goes on, the others haven't reappeared. Well, on a night like this, just step out of the car and see those steel bright stars where they bleed through the wounded skin of clouds, the stark black shadows they cast over uneven drifts of white. I think for a while, the Piper simply gets out of the car, stands and listens, tunes out that revelry, tunes out the distant traffic, and just listens to the silence. The whispering of the trees, the subtle patter of loose snow swept up and driven by the breeze.
I think I just fell in love with you.
Is there anything else notable to hear besides the obvious? I have to ask.
There is not.
Then I think, gosh, the way those tiny shards of ice sting like needles flung by wind. I think the Piper will, just for a moment, remove that bone white mask to drink the feeling in. And, well, even in the snow, a bright white mask stands out like a beacon, but even in the snow, a dark coat and raised hood is only ever a shadow until you see it move. I think, after taking that moment to appreciate the night, we're going to go for a little stroll, a little wander. Not looking for anything particular, just looking to see what we happen to find.
Wit survival, please.
Aye, aye.
You simply let your instincts kick in. You walk. You walk. You don't find yourself going in any particular direction. You're not even really paying any attention to anything. You simply push your way through dense thickets and foliage, using your undead body in brute force. Though as you progress, it seems as though the twigs and branches yield before you, until you are through and find yourself behind the new building. A flat steel door embedded into the wall, a new clean sign marked fire exit, keep clear emblazoned upon it, and this is going to cost you a willpower point. What would you like to do?
I mean, the door's right there. I'm gonna go poke it.
Walk up to the cold steel frame, poke it. It's locked firmly shut. But you know as well as anyone else, that's only a temporary measure.
Yeah, I think I would. I mean, I got these bits of wire in my pocket and a certain amount of expertise. May I?
Dex larceny. To roll for crime.
Yay, crime!
Life would be boring without crime.
Those dice are having an argument with you. You're just barely able to open this door, jarring it away and using the pieces of wire to slowly fold the lock back into itself. It doesn't help that this side doesn't have a handle, but that's nothing. Eventually the fire exit's heavy door swings open. Into the forgotten area behind you in front of you is the main house. An extremely large room, stocked up with construction equipment, large industrial items barely hidden by tarpaulin. Across the large room is a doorway, its doorknob removed and the way through boarded up with wooden planks. What would you like to do?
This construction equipment, is there anything interesting there?
Perception. Alertness. Please. Amongst the various construction equipment, you find a 5-litre container of acetone and a bucket of thick, broken nails, rivets, and shards of broken glass.
Okay. This. How big did you say this acetone was? Like
5 litres. 5 litres? I think I said 5 litres. 5 litres.
Yeah, that's a sizable amount.
An
Filing that
industrial
away.
amount.
Filing that away in my brain for the moment. Sort of prodding the bucket of sharp and shiny things, just toe him a boot. I think we're just gonna keep on poking around. Like, you said the only other door was blocked off?
Mm-hmm.
From this side. And what kind of construction equipment is it? And are there any, like, sign of what's being built here? What renovations are happening? Or is it just...
It's not huge industrial equipment. This is like the final steps of the finishing touches to the house kind of thing. It's exposed breeze blocks. I think they'd still be used. That kind of thing. It's not a particularly large area. It would be used eventually for probably a utility room combined with bathroom.
Okay.
Perception alertness, by the way, please.
Oh, okay.
There's quite, there's a lot of things hidden around in this room.
Yeah.
Like, say, for instance, the industrial 5-gallon containers that you find. One containing lime, which totally goes in a 5-gallon container, but it's fine.
That's where they chose to put it.
And another containing paraffin, which you may know also as kerosene. Yeah.
Well, gee, I'm sensing a pattern here. Yeah, I think these things are sort of just lined up in the middle of the floor. We turn and glance at the fire exit for a moment, then turn and glance at that blocked off door.
Perception. Awareness.
Okay.
Sorry to interrupt you there, but...
Oh, no, I was just thinking how this
You
seems
triggered.
like a fire hazard.
Oh, good. Excellent. As you're looking around this room, you notice in your pocket Nash's keys. You run your fingers over them, wondering how they even got there. You understand, like an instinct, this car is not a gift. alone for the night, and that something has happened to Nash. As you rummage, you can hear a new song begin to play, much louder than before. You can hear beyond the simple, mundane music to something beneath it all, beneath the persuasive powers of Cain. Something, the feeling you used to get, when listening to certain music. It reaches into you, latching on to whatever small remnant there is. To you, it was long thought dead. But now you can feel it, below the music, screaming, growling, rage, evil, and fire.
Intriguing. Does there seem to be any way... when I was walking around, did I perhaps see any windows? Or in here, is there any way, a handy-dandy way to get those planks off that door, to poke around a little more without doing anything so obvious as going through the front door?
Perception. Alertness, please.
Okie doke. I spy with my undead eye.
Wow. You rummage around, scanning one last time, and find plans to the house. It even has a title, Mayhew Residence. Estimated completion time 3 months. The blueprint... sounded like I was drowning then, didn't it? The blueprints show the house, though it seems as though they were near completion. A change was made last minute to the upstairs section, converting it from a second floor to basically a light, tight attic space. I can say that, but apparently I can't say blueprint. Hey, Salisk. You finally find human remains hidden away amongst amongst
You're not
the
having a
detritus.
stroke, are you?
No, that's just, I'll take the blame. I'm just contagious like this. I can't talk and it's infectious.
Me type better than me talk.
Mood.
Stroke's having a shiver. Amongst the detritus, you can see the remnants of a laminated badge. I can say the word fucking laminated. Alright, well... most of it is destroyed, but you're able to make out a part of the top of the badge that says Construction Company. On the corpse, you find a handy-dandy crowbar.
Hey!
You can access easily by pressing the 1 key.
First, a badge is shiny, go in pocket. Second, so these human remains, like, what are we talking about, huh?
Perception and alertness, please.
Well, okay.
Jesus. Take that fucking mask off and you can see fucking everything. You find that these are a pair of bodies. One, obviously used, was construction worker. The other beneath it, a person, used to be a cult member. He seems to be unconscious.
Oh, only unconscious this one.
Mm-hmm.
And the
Left
other
for
one,
dead. But, yeah.
does the corpse, is it old? Is it exsanguinated? How has it started to rot? Like,
it bears the telltale marks of being fed upon completely by one of your kind. The age, hard to tell, but it's not at the stage where it is at such a stench it's going to draw attention yet.
mm-hmm. Okay.
But probably waiting for it to be compact enough to be put in that container of lime.
Mm-hmm. 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 And I gotta ask. With the human remains here, do I hear any ghosts? Because I
You do
can do
not.
that.
You can, but you do not.
Had to try. Yeah, we just kind of move the corpse off the unconscious guy enough to kind of poke him in the face. There's that momentary surprise as there's still some warmth to that pale flesh. And yeah, now that we're taking this crowbar and we're just gonna go attempt quietly as much as you can be quiet with a crowbar, but we're gonna see what we can do.
You just want to leave the dude there? You don't want to...
I mean, I want to run his pockets.
Actually, no, do that. You can do that for free. What's he going to do? You're able to find, this guy. These clothes are really loose now. He's lost a considerable amount of weight, and you finally find this piece of paper. It's dated from about 2 nights ago, instructing him to come and join, presumably someone else from the cult named Frankie, in this room. Signed, the Mistress.
Okay, yeah. This piece of paper is kind of unfolded, squinted at, turned this way, then that. I'm gonna pocket it. Poke the guy again, but yeah. He's none of my business. Should probably find the others. They, figure out what's going. Not even figure out what's going on. Poke things and see what I find.
Yeah, I think you don't need to roll with it. You've give one last look around, a little bit more in depth, look under each tarpaulin. There's nothing here that's catching your attention. This unconscious guy, he's not talking. Probably don't want him to talk either, to be honest with you. There's not much of him left. All he would likely do is just ask for help. Who needs that? You've got a crowbar. You don't need any help.
Exactly. And I mean, if he should start making noises, that's the last thing we need right now.
What would you like to do?
I would like to search a little further. I have this crowbar. I see the door. There only seems to be one way forward. I'd like to proceed as quietly as possible, as is reasonable.
Do you want to roll for crime?
Yes, please.
I'd like you to do Dex and Stealth, please.
Okie doke.
Simply because, it's, you're trying to pry open this thing quietly.
Yeah. I imagine, too, the din of revelry should cover the noise somewhat.
Yeah. Okay. Meanwhile, spinning Table of Horrors logo. Oh, let's find. Oh. Yeah, perfect. Olina! You are the victim of entrancement by the leader who has conjured, seemingly, your sire. Everyone
I thought he went
else
away.
probably did then, if you remember it. That's what happened. And at the same time that Nosgavian has been asked to stroke his beard. After this dance has wound down, and you can see, those of you, that Luna is talking with the leader. What are the rest of you doing?
Richard is stroking his beard.
Doing a
Got him
good
new
job of
comb.
it too.
Would we still be rummaging up in her room? Because if we're done, I'd just sneak back down and stay invisible and kind of listen to Alina's conversation.
Yeah, I think I'd probably do the same.
Olina, how's that going for you?
I don't know. How's it going? Where did we leave off conversation?
You basically agreed to join a cult.
Yeah, it's second one this week.
The 80s was a different time.
This one's not even satanic.
Yeah, at least as far as you know.
True.
Yeah. Yeah, so you would have heard that Olena has just agreed to join this cult. I think you would all be able to, those of you that are in earshot at least, and those of you that have visual, will be able to understand that, something's not right here. But if none of you want to jump in and save her, we'll keep her. We're happy with that.
Is Richard still upstairs?
He doesn't have to be if he doesn't want to be. He's obfuscated. Ain't no one going to argue with him.
Yeah, so I've got a book, and have I finished exploring up here? Or am I still? Is there still
You
more
did.
to find?
There is not. No.
Okay. Well, if there's still more to find, I will do my sneaky sneak down the stairs.
Yeah, free. You're obfuscated. And no one's looking at you really.
Okay. And the vibes of the party going, is everyone kind of focused on the mistress lady, or people going around dancing?
Not everyone. There's a lot of people that are back to whatever activities they were doing before, be it drugs or fornicating, but there is, of course, a lot more people that are focused on the leader and Olena exchange.
Okay. I think Richard...
I just love the thought that now that I think about it, basically they were people fornicating, they had a dance break, then they went back to fornicating. And they might not be the same people that were doing it originally. It's like, having orange peels at half time.
See, I'm thinking about going up and offering I'm thinking of going up and talking to them, but I've been invisible this whole time. It'd be kind of jarring if I just appear out of nowhere.
I love the fact that all these people are doing drugs and fucking, and you're like, it'd be a bit weird if I just suddenly appeared. A bit rude.
Yeah, it's true. So I think Richard's gonna kind of go into a crowd of people, end his obfuscate, leave that crowd of people.
I like that idea. Yeah.
And then
I like that.
after he's kind of walked around a couple of groups of people, he's gonna saunter over to where the mistress lady and Alina is, and then Richard's gonna say, Alina, care to dance, milady? And he's gonna tip his fedora.
Always want to dance, but if you'll excuse me, I said to the mistress.
Of course. Not often we get any of our kind here.
But definitely contact me about that music.
Of course. It's not like you'll be leaving tonight.
What?
You want to stay here, don't you?
Oh, of course. You've got reasonable accommodations, right?
Only the best.
Oh, yeah. Thank you so much.
Of
That was
course.
so
We can
nice
have
of
you
you.
out. Would you prefer something with a nice, bright view on the horizon so you can watch the sunrise?
Not really, no.
No? And why is that, I wonder?
I mean, I would love to see the sun again. Don't get me wrong. Do I know she's kindred?
You know she's kindred.
Okay.
You don't know if she knows if you're kindred.
Okay. I love the sun, don't get me wrong, but I think I'm going to be quite sleepy before day breaks.
She holds out her hand. Okay, fine, we'll play that way. Yeah. And you watch as in her hand, a gun just suddenly appears. And she says, oh, fuck off, why would I going to do that? I swear to God, I will hurt you. Thank you. That's probably quite close, actually. Shoot him, she says, pointing to Richard.
Ah. I have to resist this somehow if I want to resist it. I
Well, you
mean,
can.
I would like Richard enough. He's
Okay.
coterie, he's family, that I would hesitate at the very least. But shoot him? But why? We were gonna dance. Who am I gonna dance with if I shoot him?
It'd be fun. Right between the eyes, they say it gives you the biggest rush.
I don't know, that's not quite my style.
I would like to take cover behind the mistress. So please shoot me. I'm on the other side of the mistress. You've been given your orders.
You can resist. That's going to cost you a willpower, though.
Yeah, I'm going to resist shooting Richard. And I'm assuming
Well-
there's no way his little trick would work and I'd actually shoot the mistress.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
I like how he's thinking, but no, wouldn't work. Perhaps we should just drop the charade and you should just tell me why you're here and how many of you are crawling around here. And you'll notice suddenly the atmosphere in the entire place has changed. All the eyes are on you. The music has stopped. Those images are just... Anyway, the people fornicating just suddenly...
I love how you keep saying fornicating. I mean, we were invited here.
That's before it came out what you are. Why are you all here?
Man, we were invited. We got the invite from Stickies.
I mean, if
There was this guy in the VIP section. I'm
Do
at
I
Stickies.
really
all
have
the
to
time.
ask you twice?
we're uninvited, we'll just leave. We just thought an invite was an invite.
I don't think I would let you leave here.
You said we could stay the night.
That
While
was
this is
before it came out what you
happening-
are.
Since I'm invisible, can I just like sneak up closer to the mistress and just be behind her? Because in case violence breaks out, I want to have, a surprise element on her.
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay.
Roll advantage for stealth.
Yeah, right.
And it will be at this time. God, I hope this is the right sound effect. Oh, fuck. Close enough. The door comes crashing down. Part of the wall you thought was solid suddenly gives way. Dust rises, and standing in the doorway, crowbar in hand, is the Piper.
Just
Of course it is.
looking around at the dust, at the everything with the very, that wasn't supposed to happen. It's just radiating from every line of the body language.
I am so sorry. We'll pay for that.
Piper, have a willpower point.
Can I use this distraction to scuttle away to like the lavatory or something and go invisible?
You can try Dex and Stealth. It'll be a very difficult roll with all eyes on you, though.
Sure thing.
I'd actually say that the Piper's energy here to look around and be like, that room is very much occupied. People seem to be doing something. Like, unless something stops me, I'm just tossing the crowbar to the
Right.
ground and walking back the way I came.
Traven gave Richard a success.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's 2 successes for you, then. And that will mean that you're Richard somehow, even with all these eyes staring at you. You're able to crouch down, weave in between legs, possibly not for the first time knowing you, and sneak into a side room. Piper, what are you up to?
So said, unless somebody stops me, seeing how this room is very much occupied, we're tossing the crowbar down and we're calmly walking back the way we came.
You're just going to turn around, go, well,
Yeah.
this isn't for me. I love that.
Yeah, just whoops, my bad. Walk, no comments, nope, just leaving.
They made a point of not going to this party.
I think at this point, Leader's just going to be like, okay, just get them. Waves of people will just come rushing forward.
Yeah, that's the point
Obviously, Richard is bravely hiding in the bathroom, using his trousers as a temporary latrine. Dex athletics to run away. It will be very difficult.
Bravely run away.
I have a question.
Strategic retreat. Yes.
Tag, you're it.
Since Ambrosia has been quiet, she's just been observing and not really interacting that much. Are they attacking her as well, or are they just going after Alina and
I
Piper?
thought they were going after the Piper.
Some of them will be restraining you as well, because
Were
you
you
are
restraining me?
new. Yeah.
Okay. How
Anyone
many?
that's visible being restrained, with the exception of Alina, who has given consent to join a cult if you do that.
I'm kind of mentally restrained at this point.
Yeah.
So how many has a hold of Ambrosia?
Yes.
How many?
Oh, how many? 3.
Okay.
Piper, you are actually able to outrun this wave of people coming towards you. Make your way out of the fire exit and close it behind you, giving you ample time to disappear into the thicket. I don't know who's typing that, but either way, you get my attention. Thank you.
Yeah, the energy is less fleeing and more tag, you're it. But like, yeah, no, we're hide and seek.
Yep. Meanwhile, those of you inside being restrained or attempted to be restrained, what's going on with you guys?
I'll pay for that. I'll make sure it gets fixed. It's no problem.
I think Ambrosia would try to cast awe.
Strength, bro.
For awe?
Oh, for awe. I thought you said you were going to try and back off. I'm going to turn my volume up. Right, what is it you're doing? Now that Clothiers can hear, I'm sorry.
Yeah, she would use awe. Try to use them on the ones that are trying to restrain her.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Pro tip, don't try juggling.
yeah, I'm going to.
Okay. Blood point, charisma performance, please. Okay. So there will be, 2 of the 3 that just, whoa, hang on a minute. Wait, what are you doing? And let's try and have this argument. You're able to, well, what would you like to do in response to them just arguing over you?
I would have the 2 that are under her influence to restrain the one that's still trying to restrain her. So she would tell them, "Can you please remove him from me?"
One of them moves forward. Well, the pair of them move forward. The man defends himself, swiftly punching out, knocking out one of them. Luckily, though, the other one is able to get in, smash his face against the wall, holding his arm behind his back and nearly ripping it out of its socket. Others are watching on, going, "What the fuck's going on in there?" Leader's just sort of looking at you, flicking to Alina. "Do you know her?"
Oh yeah, trust me, she's fine. She's fine.
Does she often smash other people's things?
She was just feeling threatened. It's natural response.
So now that I feel threatened, which of you can I smash?
Well, define smash. I give her a wink.
What normal people do in these situations?
Well, I
And
would say she's
nor-
not normal, so.
Fair.
Richard's gonna sneak up behind her. And he's not gonna do anything. She's gonna be there.
We're both just sitting there looming.
Ambrosia, what are you up to?
She's not really moving now that she's freed. She's just gonna turn towards Alina and the mistress and say nothing.
Okay. The leader will simply turn to Alina. You still got the gun, and she says, "Shoot her."
No, she's one of my best artists. I can't shoot her. That would be a bad business decision.
It's another willpower point.
Contagious. What happens when I run out of willpower?
You no longer can resist.
Well,
And you
I
quit
think-
frenzy.
I think FX just saying this, knowing that we're ultimately supposed to kill her and the games have been going on long enough, you kind of just like get up and he would just sock her right in the back of the head. Just
You
as hard as he
obfuscated?
could. Yeah, I'm obfuscated. Right behind her.
First of all, roll.
Got the rule
What
up.
is your obfuscation?
I think it's gonna
I
be
know I've got to roll wits and awareness, and
he rolls dexterity plus stealth.
it's
Versus
fucking easy.
your perception plus alertness.
Oh, is it perception? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, for this, like, seeing things as perception, wits is thinking fast.
I'm gonna burn a willpower for this to give me an automatic success.
I'm glad you.
Do I need to add that to
barely
the?
got any.
Yeah,
Do I need
because
to add that to the
It'll
bonus?
ask, yeah.
it's
it'll ask you if you
contested.
can use
Yeah,
willpower.
there's a little check mark you can check.
Nice.
Okay. And then any extra successes, you will add to your attack dice pool. So it's going to be a +1. Because
Okay,
you only
okay.
beat it
Roll.
by 1.
With a +1, and don't forget if you've got potence, it's passive.
Yeah. Okay, sick. And then I'm assuming strength brawl for the actual hit.
Yep.
It's gonna be +3.
That's exactly what I was planning to do, too.
Richard. Same roll, please.
Oh, okay, sure. Dexterity and stealth.
I think that while they're doing this, Strip,
Strength
if you
brawl
will
with a
allow
+1.
me,
Oh,
I would like to spend 2 blood points to increase my stamina and my dexterity, please. By one.
Absolutely.
I'm using my maul saber. And did you want to do a counter roll to me too?
I'm going to count the earlier one.
Oh, okay. So then
So you get a +1. Are you doing one or two-handed?
one-handed, but it would be a +2, I think, right? Well, no, +3.
+1.
It's the difference.
Oh, you got...
I got
Why
5
did you
successes.
five? I don't know why. I thought you got 3. I don't know why. But yeah, +3.
Okay. Melee. Dex. So that's
The both of you, unable to see each other, sneak behind the mistress as she is threatening Alina, threatening your coterie. And almost in unison, the both of you, breaking your supernatural power, punch her directly in the back of the skull. She falls to the ground, smashing the front of her head as she does so. You watch as she slowly drifts into torpor from having her head nearly split in two.
Oh,
Does
Nice.
that break her power on me?
Yep.
Oh.
Oh, cool. Double dragons.
Like the gentlemen they are, they snuck up behind the lady and punched her without even giving her a second thought or giving her a chance.
No.
True
Of course
gentlemen.
not.
dude,
Of
guerrilla
course.
warfare. As soon as I break, I would turn and look at the kind in the room, and I would say, I suggest, unless you want to end up like her, you get the fuck out.
Most of them will go.
Actually, that was
Few
something-
others, they're just crying in torment. Few of the others didn't even know what had happened. They're just walking back in after missing the Piper, and the fuck's going on? What's going on?
Because yeah, I just remembered that I totally left a corpse and an unconscious guy in the floor of that room I just fled through, and all of those kind totally just discovered that, presumably for the first time since it was absolutely walled off.
Mm-hmm.
Are they having a... What's the vibe there that I am hearing through the door?
There's
I have a question.
There's mixture of
How
cries.
much drugs were being
shock.
consumed at this party?
There's plenty going spare. How would you all like to mop this up?
Should we set her in front of a window or out on the front porch or the roof or something?
Probably. Just keep her on the roof, somewhere where she
mean-
won't be spotted until dawn.
She did say something about the sun, did she not?
Yeah. I've got some sunglasses if we need to let her borrow them, keep the sun out of her eyes.
I'm sorry. God, I have this headache now. What were we doing here? What were we supposed to do with her?
I gesture to the corpse. That.
Oh,
Yeah, I think
Okay.
we're good.
I mean, it's kind of
keep-
missing a wall now, so we could probably just. No. These people will do stuff with her. They'll protect her.
That's what I'm saying. I was trying to scare them off. I look at the rest of them that came in and I say, "Get the fuck out now!"
What,
Trying to make my face look real scary with my Nosferatu features.
Manipulation, intimidation.
And if that doesn't work,
wait, are these regular mortals?
Yes.
So not her ghouls?
At least not. I mean, not as far as you know. No one's. But yeah, they're running.
Do you have Mask of a Thousand Faces on?
No.
No.
no, because he was obfuscated.
Oh, you've
Right.
got a lot worse problems than that now that you've done this. Don't worry.
So,
Oh
well,
shit!
I just
Masquerade breach.
yeah, in
Yeah, okay,
V20.
bye.
Oh no.
Oh,
So
okay.
Masquerade breach letting all of that happen in front of the mortals. It was a masquerade breach again when you killed her. Then it was a masquerade breach showing your Nosferatu faces. That's a three-fer. We call that a hat trick.
Fine.
I do.
And
I
then
mean,
you just
Kill
told them
them
to run.
all.
We
Well-
No. You told them to run. They've run. It's too late.
I do have
They've
one other
gone.
question. They were amusing themselves in, I imagine, varying states of undress, and it's rather cold outside.
Yeah, some of them, yeah.
How far is it for the how far do they have to run to get help, to find civilization, to get away?
That's a good point.
Not far. They run straight out, some of them aimlessly running into the snow, some of them running towards town. Though those that run towards town are intercepted by the Piper.
How much are they going to be believed because they are under the influence anyways?
Because I
Who
will say the
knows?
Piper has had more than enough time to don that mask again, and just in a very human way, a dark figure with a skull face standing in the snow when you've just been scared out of your mind probably does not help. Do they try to run past me, or do some of them go a different
Manipulation and intimidation.
Could I perhaps argue for performance here? The inhuman movement
Yes.
intentionally done. Thank you, thank you.
You can do manipulation and performance. I think.
I mean, you said it, I'm doing it!
Wait. Do you want them to stop or do you want them to run? I'm not sure which you want.
Oh! Either. It's not my place to say.
Well, they're already running, right?
Whether they double back to the devils they know or they stay here and stand with the devil they don't, either way.
They're going to
The
come
devils are
running
here.
towards you. They look at this figure, this intimidating figure, and there's something not right as they stare at you. Not just this mask, not just the figure, but there's something that speaks to them on a level that they can't quite understand. They just stand there. Tears start streaming down their faces. They go to their knees and slip into a catatonic state of fear. You even watch as the roots of their hair begin to turn white as they lay there, naked in the snow, shaking.
Nice.
Richard would like to use heightened senses, and he wants to try and see if he can listen or hear anyone who's trying to flee, and Richard's going to try to run after them.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna do the same thing. Try to pick up any stragglers.
Perception, alertness, please.
Mm-hmm.
How many are there?
And I think heightened senses will lower the difficulty by 2. If I'm not mistaken, that's how that works.
Because that's your all specs rating, yeah.
Yes.
Still 2 successes. And FX?
Same roll for me.
Perception alertness, please.
Okay. Ooh. I'm gonna pay for that, aren't I?
Did you fail?
Rich.
Yeah, I think I only got 1 success and then I got a 1, so neutralized it, so 0.
Richard.
Um,
Richard. You go charging forth, tracking down the 2 individuals you can hear that are remaining. You attempt to leap forward, bringing FX in your wake with you. Unfortunately, FX was not fully prepared. He stumbles down in front of you and trips you up. You fall flat to the ground. knocking over FX at the same time. The Kine have got a lead on you. Dex Athletics, please.
I'm going to spend a willpower as well. I need to level up my athletics. Being a mall ninja, I haven't
Same.
worked out a lot, you know?
Yeah.
Was worth it. That was definitely worth it. You curse at FX, giving him the dirtiest look you could
Kick him.
possibly muster. Given the fact that you are wearing a fedora, it's not quite as effective. You go charging off into the night. Notice the two kine in front of the piper, shaking in a pool of their own urine, and charge up the opposite way of the lane, towards the wilderness. Eventually catching up with the two kine that have caused you so much fucking trouble. Taking shelter underneath a tree, as you can see they're clearly out of breath, clearly hammered. Fortunately, at least for them, they are dressed. What would you like to do?
Kill them.
Does that take care of all of them? Are there any still?
That'll be the last of them. Well, there's
Okay.
still two technically alive. Well, there's
Well-
technically 4 alive at the moment.
Hold on.
But I want to know how Richard is going to kill these innocent druggies.
Well, it's for the Masquerade. I have to uphold the Masquerade. And plus, I'm only
I
at
know.
4 humanity, so...
I just want to know how you're doing it.
Oh, I'm going to catch up. I think I'm going to... The first one I catch up to, I'm not going to kill him immediately. I'm going to try to, like, hamstring him or cut his leg so he can't run anymore. Then I'm going to get the other one and kill that one first. Maybe grab him by his hair, blade to the neck, and then I'll go back and I'll get the other guy.
Alright.
Jeez.
You finally catch up with the second one. Putting your fist in his hair and dragging him back, kneeling in front of the other. As you get out you do
Maul
have a
saber.
maul sword, right?
Yeah, Maul Saber.
Maul saber. Maul saber. Forcing him to his knees, directly in front of his friend, you throw the cold blade over his warm flesh and slowly sear it in. The blade is more than long enough for you to drag it out, making the tear deeper and deeper. You hear the man choking on his own blood. Watch his friend, who can't stop staring, tears streaming down his eyes as his friend's blood spatters over his face. You push the corpse to the floor, holding the head in place. Shove it in front of the other man's face, making him kiss it on the lips. How are you disposing of the other?
Very sad. Like once I'm done with the one I'm done with the other, I'm gonna grab the other's hair and same thing. Swords to the neck.
Fuck it.
Just
Alright,
quick,
same.
quick.
I thought you were
Let's
a
combine
fighter.
these two.
I'm not.
Let's combine these two conscience rolls into one. Do a conscience roll for me,
Okay.
please.
This is not fighting. This is executing. It's a humanity roll, right? I think.
Conscience, it's
Or am I
virtue.
Oh, I see. Oh, okay, okay. Yikes! I only have one of those. Hey! My one conscience holds.
Yeah, no, that's that's not going to do it though. For 2 victims like that.
Do it all again. Oh, yeah. I only have one dice. Well,
Go on, then. If you only have 1 dice, fuck it. Go on, then.
yeah, I have self-control and courage.
Maybe
I'm-
you
I
might
don't
come out
have
of
a
this at Humanity
consciousness.
3, but we'll see.
Eh.
Drop 2 Humanity for me, please, Richard.
Drop 2. Okay. I'm gonna lose. I'm gonna trade over
You
there.
look at these destroyed bodies. You don't even know why you did it in such a way. You certainly don't know why you made the two heads kiss. It just amused you. It just seemed appropriate. Something about it just spoke to you. It's almost like it's becoming an art. Now that you're done with them, these lifeless shells and nothing,
When
you walk away and think nothing of it.
when FX catches up, I'm gonna say to FX, you can't be showing your face like that. Like, either put a mask on or a bag or something. Take these two bodies.
I know. It's just I felt so powerful in the moment. It was my bad.
Take
I'll
these
walk
bodies
over.
back to the house. We're gonna have to burn it all.
Okay. I'll like double stack the bodies, put them on my shoulder, and then grip like both heads in my other hand. Oh, unless it's just severed. Like, do you decapitate them?
It like a pig.
One
you
of
know,
them
just
is.
Oh, okay. Well, then grab the head, put the two bodies. Yeah, and then I'll walk back with him.
Richard, have a willpower.
As they're on the way back, they did pass me, yes?
Oh yeah. You've still got two that are alive in front of you. Relatively incapacitated, but alive.
Yeah, I think I'd wave at the others, sort of flag over FX and gesture to trade him the heads, and he takes these two bodies.
Okay. He just casually had the head
Are
over.
we gonna burn them
and
alive?
put them both up. So now I'm double stacked on both sides.
I think we're gonna
walk over.
cremate the dead, not burn them alive.
Those two are still alive.
Nobody said anything. Nobody knows that.
I think you're muted, Ferret.
You are muted, Ferret.
So those were 4 trying to run away. Are there any that didn't run away?
What about the two that I awed? Are they still with me?
They're Oh no, they ran off. The only
Okay,
ones
so,
that were left.
so some
these
ran
four.
off and we didn't catch them.
No, you've caught the ones that did run off.
So
No.
do they have my two that were odd then? Is that the two that are still alive?
Yes. Yes.
So I'm sorry, I've asked this question many times. I feel like I
Yeah.
still don't know.
Yeah, we're gonna have to kill him. Yeah, definitely. Yeah,
Are there any that didn't run away?
As far as we're aware,
No.
no. I think this
No,
is all
okay.
of them.
So there were only 4?
Yeah.
Okay.
Otherwise, you're going to spend all night running around town after naked or stoned people or naked stoned people.
Well, I had something in my back pocket, but now I don't need to use
Anyway,
it.
I'll see you later. I'm going to go and find some naked stoned people.
I think because she won't take a humanity hit. I think what she's going to do, because she should still have awe on them, is that she is going to force them to take some blood so that she can.
They are unconscious. Well, they're not unconscious. They are in a fugue state
They're in a
from
stupor.
absolute panic.
Okay. Yeah, she's gonna go.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Do a conscience roll for me, please.
Well, I have conviction, so that would.
Oh, yeah, whatever your equivalent is.
Yeah. Two successes.
You're going to take one humanity hit. But you are able to ghoul the two of them. They're not going to resist, they're just lying there. Slowly, your vitae, with its supernatural qualities, they begin to regain consciousness. They look to each other, look to you, and go, I think I pissed myself.
She's gonna kneel down in front of them. Boys, you saw nothing here tonight, and you will speak of nothing here tonight. In fact, I want you to go here. And she's going to write down an address of a place that she sometimes stays at in town. Be there by morning.
They just look a little bit like confused.
And if you're
Okay.
good little boys, I will reward you greatly.
For some reason, it's just these smiles that's just start slowly appearing on these damaged, bruised, bloody faces. They look like two little school kids. Right? Yeah. They'll actually help each other up and like.
Get dressed and run off like good little boys.
And they do exactly that.
And when they leave, she will turn to the others. Burn it. Burn it all.
For some reason, I was expecting taps.
Yeah, you'll be able to set playing things in place to cause arson. I hear you have an expert on the coterie.
Oh,
And you'll be able to drive away like cool people you are.
there would be that moment of
leaving the
tapping
building.
Alina on the shoulder and passing her that note that I found.
Yeah, I would just slip it in my pocket for the moment.
Yeah.
So as we walk back to the cars, is Nash's car still there?
Yep.
And where is Nash during all this?
Yeah, where'd Nash go? I looked to Piper. Have you seen Nash?
Shrug, keys, jingle, 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 shrug again.
He gave you the keys?
Shrug,
Can I see those?
passes over.
I take the keys. I got the keys to the Porsche now.
Piper, take willpower damage.
Ooh.
And I'm going to warn you now, you're going to take a willpower damage for every turn that those keys are not in your possession.
Okay, then in that case, when there's that sudden like, no, this doesn't feel right. The Piper, that bird, that beaked face shakes and hand is extended again.
Can you drive?
Hand, the fingers twitch a bit with the head tilted to the side. A silent please.
Okay, good, because I don't know how to drive anyway, so.
Keys retrieved, pocketed again.
But how did you get the keys? Did you see Nash?
Shrug.
Should we be worried?
Shrug.
Storyteller, how do we leave here without searching for Nash?
Just go.
Yeah, we got two cars. We got Nash's car and another car.
We just don't care. Okay, he's gone. Bye.
And also, the Piper skips away because, you know.
We somehow know because the Piper has the keys that he got away okay.
The Piper does not seem concerned one way or the other.
I mean, I liked his car more than anything anyway.
I think you're muted, Richard?
Oh, my AC just said, "Hey, someone would deconstruct the beard." I was like, "Oh, is that a new one?" But okay, I don't know if it is or not. I'll just do it.
Yes, that is a new one.
It is.
You're gonna be brushing that beard all night.
Yes, I had to contribute. You did such a good job of killing and rewarding
I'm
you.
still saving up for the French accent.
Hmm.
Then I'll increase the price.
Like, I think I don't even know where the thing is. I think I still can't.
So while we're all kind of just like lingering around the cars, seeing as it's like the moment's kind of calmed, FX would be like, "So what's the next move?" Me and Richard found some
We're-
cool stuff. Oh, are we driving
We
already?
need to
Oh, at that
burn
point, I'll
the
take out the
building.
note.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Would you
What-
like me to remind you all why you were going after this in the first place?
I don't.
Yeah, my
remember.
brain is dead, so.
No worries.
I tried asking earlier in character, but it didn't work.
Ambrosia wants to get in contact with her sire. Nash was sent to help facilitate that, as it is possible that the sire is behind the undead doll attacks that have recently been happening. This led you all towards the cult, as I can't remember why, but perhaps someone has a way of getting appropriate information that might be of use.
So
Oh,
we
we
should make
killed
sure we got
everybody.
everything out before we burn it all down.
Yeah. Which is what FX was gonna like bring out, and he would say, "Me and Richard found all this cool shit." He'd pull out a photo, a leather book. You see a roller deck, and some expensive jewelry, along with a gift box.
Theatrical hand to face. The those blueprints I found are produced.
Seems like we got a lot.
I'll also read the note at this time, which I forgot what it was. My brain is not here tonight.
The kind went there to was called to go back to that hidden room to meet with somebody named Frankie, I think. Is what it
That's
said?
correct.
I remember things.
More than I can. You get bonus points.
I helped.
Granted, my bonus points mean nothing, but I'll give you some.
Yeah, we could look over this just over a quick glance. You know, the book stood out as
So
weird
the,
to me.
the leather book is
photo.
that kind of like a diary.
He would like hold it up, and if I remember correctly, it's got like a weird symbol on it, like an arcane symbol.
Do
Oh,
I
cute.
recognize the symbol?
You recognize that it is a thaumaturgy symbol. You recognize it well enough that it is something way beyond what you know. It is something that you would never be seen. You would never have seen.
She's going to hand out. I will take the book, please. It would be
He, like-
better in my hands.
Yeah, he like absently hands you the book, and as he does, he like is like fingering the roller deck, and he says, "And I found this as well." He pulls out one of the cards, and it has information broker written on it.
I thought Richard found the book. Or did we find two?
Oh, sorry,
books?
Richard. Yeah, no, I thought it was just one book. Is it 2 books?
One book.
Okay. Yeah, Richard's not going to tell
She
anyone he
will.
found a book.
She will hold that book close to her chest and wrap her arms around it.
I don't know. This stuff may have a lead.
Is there anything there about a Gemini?
There's nothing there about a Gemini, right?
No.
Okay. Not that I'm aware of.
Can I see the photo?
Sure. Hand over the photo.
So, look, did she see her sire in anyone?
No.
She doesn't
Photo,
recognize anybody.
Do for me wits or intelligence plus occult.
So, what is that? 1?
Good success. Looking at these items, putting the pieces together, there's no way that this kindred knew thaumaturgy from their own blood. Putting the pieces together, information broker, thaumaturgy tomb that you don't recognize, seems quite advanced. Your sire, at some point, whatever this kindred was, had contact with your sire, presumably through this information broker.
Okay. Just gonna keep that to yourself for right now.
Off to the side, the Piper has begun to build a number of tiny little snowmen.
Well, what do you guys think? We just go with the coordinates on here?
The coordinates do say bring a fast car, by the way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Have you told them what the picture was of?
Oh, I just showed it to him. But the pictures of a nice white... It's a white car, right? It's called the White
Mhm.
Knight? Yeah.
Yeah, the White Knight.
Yeah, very fast-looking white car. Or, sorry, a faux Rari for F40.
Yeah. The photo of the White Knight and his steed, the Ferrari.
Yes. Maybe find that car, take it to the location. Next clue. He like holds up his hands and shrug.
Building a slightly larger snowman surrounded by the number of tiny snowman cultists.
So do we just drive around town looking for a white Ferrari?
Does
No, there might be
anybody?
some people we could get in contact with. I mean, no.
I suppose
The grid
nobody.
coordinates. You've literally got grid coordinates.
Oh, I don't know that was to the
Do I have
cars.
to give you
That's for the
clue
content.
with a grid? Say, not only does it have grid coordinates, it's in a massive red circle. Arrow points off it, and in big bold letters says, "This is a fucking clue."
But I thought,
Okay, I
it was
thought the clue
like where
was
the
that we had to
information.
take the car there.
Yeah, I thought we had to take the car to those coordinates, and so I thought we had to find the car separately.
We can take the
I'm confused
Porsche.
about the car.
We can take the
'Cause it
Porsche.
says bring a fast car.
The Porsche is a fast car.
True.
So I think we need to
And I
bring
wouldn't take it
fast
to
car
anywhere.
to this grid coordinate.
I can't.
Poor
right
shit.
now.
Fucking well, fucking Richard.
I get one?
Oh, yes, you do.
Nice.
It was worth thinking about. It's like it might have like we were just thinking it was more cryptic than it really was.
Kitty.
Oh my god.
Listening
take
to all
the
this
Porsche.
conversation
Take the Porsche
happening,
and we'll go there.
the Piper pushes over that tall snowman.
I'm already in the passenger seat of the Porsche having this whole conversation.
God, what I've got coming up isn't going to go very well. I know it. I know it. Oh, everyone's going to die. No one's going to come and watch this shit ever again. Oh, God. I fucked it
Yeah.
up big time.
Don't
I'm
worry.
getting in a car and going.
My brain is not working enough for this. I am so confused at the moment.
Well,
Richard
don't
will run
worry.
away.
What you've got coming is dirt simple. It's just going to be shit because of what I've done. It's going to be shit, and I'm so sorry.
So we have burned the house though. Yeah, we've taken care of all of the breaches
Oh,
and the problems and
oh,
tied up loose ends and.
Yep, and yep.
Yeah. And my ghoulies are on their way to the apartment.
It's gonna be okay, Shiv.
No, it's just that ghoulies is a very interesting choice of word there.
The two severed heads were definitely posed in as though in conversation before the house was set alight.
But you're getting
I
in,
tell you, every time
I
she
would
opens,
assume.
Yeah.
Who
every
is
time you open your
joining?
mouth, I fall in love with you more.
What's the name of my sex tape? So, Alina, who's joining you in? Who's joining you in the 30?
Well, I sure
Oh.
hope it's Day, because they've got the keys.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'll join, and then I look at the Piper being like, kind of raise an eyebrow, like you drive, and then just get in the back.
There's no back.
This is going to
No,
be.
there's no
Oh.
back.
Oh,
It's
it's
a
only
two-seater.
two.
Actual-
Yeah.
So
This is a
the
sports
You
car.
have your
Fair. That's
van
true.
anyways.
We'll bring
the,
the van.
the three of us
yeah.
can get in
Yeah.
the van.
I'll go get it. Yeah.
Bring the van round.
If I'm given a choice between a van or
free
Ferrari,
sweets.
I'm sorry.
I'm
the diva
actually
takes
going
the
to-
Ferrari.
Yeah.
I'm
Porsche.
actually
Sorry,
going to let
Porsche.
Richard sit in front because I'm going to sit in back and look at my new book.
Yeah.
Do for me. As you look over this book, Intelligence and Occult. I'm very sorry, Piper. I'll get to you. Don't worry. Go for it, Piper.
Oh, I was just going to say that. Yeah, no, the Piper climbs into that driver's seat. After all, we've seen this done plenty of times by now.
Yeah, it should be fine.
Yeah, this might actually work. What I've got coming up, it might actually work.
Ooh.
Ambrosia, you're looking over this book. None of this means anything to you. None of these wards, symbols, anything. This is advanced. This is something that even the Tremere aren't normally allowed to look at. This is most definitely forbidden knowledge.
Is there any handwriting in the book?
There is no handwriting, but I think you would have probably heard of certain forbidden paths within thaumaturgy. And given what you have seen, there's a damn good chance here. This is the path of conjuration.
Funny enough, that is a path that I have on my list.
And then you drive through to Stonehill Lane. A bright, hazy aura seems to hover over the end that grows in intensity as you approach. You come to the end of the lane and find a cluster of cars. The usual cars you see out and about form a circle, their headlights glaring at the centerpiece vehicles. Several powerful, expensive cars. A Lamborghini Diablerie, a Ferrari Testarossa, and more, because someone didn't have much in the way of imagination or knows much about cars. Alongside the group of cars are nearly twice as many people. An interesting mix of obvious kindred and kind, seemingly unaware or perhaps not caring of the undead predators in their company as they all mingle together. What would you like to do?
Just to confirm, Day drove us there. I'm sorry, the Piper drove us there in one piece.
Really?
Mostly on the road.
It was
He's
mostly
so
a straight
surprised.
piece of track, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, I would imagine that there were a couple of, like, it was a very awkward start and a very sudden stop because the Piper drives like somebody
I would
who's
have
never...
pictured that in reverse, actually. It's a 30s Porsche, so it would be a very sudden start and then a stop. Like, how do you stop it? How do
A
you
lot
stop it?
of-
I don't know. It's not meant to
Mhm.
stop.
Yep. The Piper definitely drives like somebody who's never touched the wheel before in their life, unlike
And Alina,
or otherwise.
And Alina reacts to it like she's someone who moshes only at Rammstein gigs.
I thought it was going to be like being on the bridge of the Enterprise.
Looks like the filtered through the kazoo that the Piper's laughing.
Yeah.
Having the time of their life. On life. Whatever.
Right back, guys.
would you all like to do?
Well, as soon as we get there, I get out of the car immediately.
Yep, that's fair.
Skips
Like,
out
if
of
a
the car,
vampire
still
could
laughing.
get motion sickness.
And whiplash.
And
Yeah, Piper's just kind of like skipping around with that sort of like preening energy of like, yeah, I just drove a car.
Yet I'm still gonna get that Porsche instead of the van later.
You hope.
So I'll look around and find like the biggest group of people together and just kind of join the group.
Yeah, okay. They're all sort of exchanging money. There's talk of excitement, the race. You know, a few people are starting to mill around and take an interest in your car. One of them turn. They'll look to you. Are you racing?
I don't know, Piper, are you racing?
Shrug.
You need to go and meet the organizer. He has the name Trax.
Wait, did you say he has the name Trax?
Yes, and
Okay.
the roll eyes was at my own creativity.
Okay, cool. Which one's he?
One in a fucking tracksuit. That's why they call him Trax.
Of course it is. I'll just go up to him. Hey, you Trax?
I'm Trax. How are you doing? You looking to race? We got races. You want to race? We race whenever we want to race. I just like to race. You got any race? Have you got any drugs? I really could do with some fucking speed.
I got Coke.
That'll do. That's like rich person speed.
And of course, I've got a little dime bag on me, so I just give it to him.
I'm not going to do an impression of someone on coke because that will just make me throw up. But just pretend he's speaking about 5 to 10% faster than I actually am, like a used car salesman from the 80s. Or if you're used to Monkey Island, like Stan, the used pirate ship salesman. So you looking to race?
So does that cover our fee?
Fee? There's no fee? Stop doing that.
Well, that's okay. We'll party later. Okay, so what's the race? Tell me more.
Well, basically, you have to race about 5 miles. Track changes every time. And it's not that easy. You go south, you follow the road on. You kill anyone, we don't care. You kill yourself, we don't care. Watch out for people trying to attack you. You're allowed to attack them. And you might get hurt really badly by whatever is out there. We don't know. You drive through countryside, you come back here, first person, they get whatever they want. Anything they want.
Anything?
Relatively. Well, relatively. If you've already got a sports car, we kind of figure that the last thing you really need is more money, because you've got a sports car. But usually it's Kindred that win. Kind don't tend to make it back here in one piece. It's great.
I'm going
Kindred
to
aren't
assume
interested in money. Information is what they get.
this guy's high on speed and coke. So he's
Yes.
got to be kind, but he's talking like he's Kindred.
Or he's just Malkavian. His name is Trax, and he's wearing a fucking tracksuit, and that's why his name is Trax, because of the tracksuit, not because he's a race organizer. I love how you oh, for fuck's sake, Shiver. That's how I felt writing it.
As this conversation is going on, the Piper's just orbiting in, circles wide enough to not actually be getting in the way of the conversation, but just orbiting the duo, making grooming noises with the kazoo.
Yeah, he's blabbering kind of made aware of absolutely everything. They're told that if they win, lose, they'll not have any recollection of what's going to happen, if they even survive, which they never really do, which kind of solves itself in that pace, because all they ask for is something money or boring or mundane or something like that. So we don't have to give them something, and then they die, and then we all get happy. You could even troll them over, try and Drain them if you want. We don't give a flying fuck. Get a free car. Who cares? Maybe that's your fucking wish in the first place. You don't want information. You just want to get a free car, free food. I don't know. You come, you serve, we give it. Race is rather dangerous, though.
This doesn't sound like a bad deal.
Right?
Very Mad Max.
We get entertained. You get entertained.
What do you
Garou
think,
gets
Piper? You
fed.
up for it?
So, which one of the little
You
group
win this
do we want to
race.
drive?
Did you just call me chicken? Oh, sorry.
I'm sorry, do you not speak kazoo?
No. I only speak pineapple.
Pineapples talk?
The
Do
Piper
kazoos?
taps Alina's shoulder, then taps an ear and gestures towards our new friend Trax with the sort of just like
Hi!
mimes eating. Taps ear again.
He's a
You can
little
hear
crazy.
me eat. I'm so sorry. I didn't even know I was eating, let alone that you could hear it. I am so sorry.
Wave the dismissal, no problem wave.
So you're
Still
looking
looking
to race? You're
intently
gonna
at
race? You want to
Alina,
race?
like-
You're looking to race? Which one of you is looking to race? You gonna race in the 30 or you gonna race in that fucking old banger? Is that what's gonna be? You gonna take the old banger? That'd be really fucking funny if you won with the old banger. I don't think you actually would win. It'd be really hilarious. You just pull over a few kind rip their throats and then trade them. That'd be great.
Why not both?
Tap
Poke was really good.
ear
What?
again. Piper makes the hand gesture as though making a shadow puppet dog looking concerned.
No, I'm not feeling rough at all. It's fine. It's great. Unless you're trying to say you're
Ignoring-
leading me on.
Looking at Alina.
Give us a moment. I'll like put an arm over the Piper and lead them away. Okay, sorry, dude. I don't do good at charades. What are you trying to say?
Shadow puppet dog hand.
You
So,
think he's a werewolf?
Shakes head, taps ears. Talking hand, tap ear, dog hand.
who's gonna drive?
Not me.
I'm curious. Is Piper and I the only ones that heard the word guru?
Point, nod, 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 nod.
Oh, I did not hear that. Did I not hear that?
Feed the guru.
Dog hand.
Fed.
Nod, 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 nod.
Okay, so he's not a werewolf, but there are werewolves on the race.
Nod, nod, nod.
But remember, the Porsche has spikes.
Shrug. Dog hand. Shrug.
That must be where he got it in the first place. Oh my god! Nash has run this race before. That's how he got the car.
Come full circle.
Christ,
Yeah,
if he
'cause didn't
ran
he
it, he
say
ran
he
it
was
really fucking
surprised?
fast.
Didn't he say he was
Oh my
surprised that it had spikes?
Yeah,
Nod, nod,
he
nod.
didn't know. He won the car from here.
I mean,
Which
that
means it
would
can
make
win. We're
sense.
fine.
I'm just surprised no one's recognized the car.
I'm sure a lot of cars go through here.
This car isn't the White Knight, is it? No, it's a Porsche. The White Knight's a Ferrari.
No.
It's a faux Rari.
Ferrari.
Is that Ferrari anywhere around here?
Yeah, is the White Knight here?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Not that you can see.
Just to
What
clarify
happened?
too, when I got out of the van, I would have masked 1,000 faces. Just to make sure that's out there.
Yeah, you need some. Yeah, I'm cutting down the masquerade, man.
Yeah. Just wanted to make sure.
You don't sat there going, shh, I forgot the name of the game was actually The Masquerade.
Well, I'm wearing a
Hey.
mask.
I meant to. I was feeling powerful. It's just like, get the fuck out.
Alright, well, if no one has drive, and no one wants to get drive, then I guess Richard will obfuscate, find a place to break line of sight, obfuscate, and then climb into the driver's seat.
Yeah, I have to
Yep.
ask, am I still feeling strangely protective of those keys?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. The keys have not reappeared.
Like these keys for every, it's going to be a subconscious thing. Vehicle is off. You take off keys. You take out keys. You put them in pocket. Those suddenly, if it is not in contact with your skin or self, it's going to be in the car. And if it isn't, it's going to be like missing a limb.
Yeah, no, those keys have disappeared. And you're not gonna know which pocket they're in. They have just gone, vanished up the sleeve, and then who knows?
So if
I
the
think we have an
keys
easy
are
answer.
in the car and the Piper's in the car, is it close enough, or does the Piper have to be
Yes.
driving?
And that'll be close enough.
Okay.
Yeah. So the answer is Piper's gotta drive.
Piper doesn't necessarily have to drive, but
No,
has
Piper
to be
just
in the car.
Piper can be in the
Oh,
passenger
that's
seat.
true. They could be passenger. Yeah.
Wi-
That's where I
Or
was going
draped
with that,
across
yeah.
2 laps.
Richard is in the driver's
sexy
seat at the
folks.
moment.
Race me like one of your French cars. Like a Peugeot. Anyway.
They said they said you could fight, so maybe it would be best if we do have our best gunslinger in the passenger, best driver driving, and then Piper laying across their lap. I
This
think
is all
that's
in
my
character,
best-
right?
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna say, who's our best gunslinger?
Probably you, Alina. From what I've
Oh.
seen.
Oh,
Just personally, I think it would be funny if everyone in the car had an obfuscate.
that'd be funny if it was just a drive.
We have invented the self-driving car. Don't worry about it.
Well, I mean, if no one has any points in, like, what's your dex, Piper? Because if no one has any points in
I'll tell you
drive,
what.
yeah,
I'll
if
tell
you
you
have
what.
decent dex, you might as well drive.
At this
Well,
point-
Richard just hopped
At-
into the car.
Hang on.
Oh, yeah,
At
that's
this
fair.
point, Trax is going to come over and he's going to look at you all. So, you want to race? And at that point,
Oh, we're totally racing.
we're going to go to break.
Okay.
Hit it, Noscavian!
Hey!
Like it owes me.
It's quite red.
Goes faster.
It's the edging.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when are we back?
We're back.
Well, at least we weren't talking about sex this time.
No, that's usually over in a couple of minutes, and that includes the time it takes to eat the pizza. Trax walks over to you all, and he's like, "So, which of you's gonna race?"
Oh yeah, we're totally racing.
Which one of you? Which one of you? Who's in the driver's seat? You gonna drive? All of you gonna drive? One of you's gonna drive? Get 3 or 4
Oh,
people
I'm
in
not
that kind of thing.
driving.
So you're gonna take off their hats, put them in there, slice them? Oh wait, no, that's Popes in a Mini.
I have a hunch our driver's already in the driver's seat.
I just need to know, like, I got these
I rev the
headset
engine.
type radio walkie-talkies, that's what they were fucking called. Like these walkie-talkie like things, but they go on your head. They're going to be really popular in like 30 years, but until then, no one's ever heard of them. You want them, you can keep in contact with whoever you put in the car, and then you can talk to them, and that's what it's
yeah.
called, like a team type thing.
Yeah, that'd be great. Give me some, and then I'll give one to the driver.
Jesus Christ, you talk so fucking slowly.
Dude, you're on uppers, I'm on downers. I think it's a wavelength thing.
Whoa. How
Here,
many do you
I'll
want?
take the other pair.
Hey, you're someone.
I am someone.
No, who is it? Come on.
The Piper leans.
You'll
in
figure it
really
out tomorrow
slowly.
when you've come back down.
What? No. Oh, I told you. Right, you're all set. Just Drive on up whenever you're ready. Everyone's going to get in place now. It's going to be really exciting. We're going to sit here. I'm going to talk to myself and look at the race, and whoever comes back first can get whatever you want to fucking talk to. If you're a kindred, it's probably going to be talking to the information broker. Everyone wants to talk to the information broker. We've never had a kind come before. If you eat the kind, it's fine. Just clean up after yourself. Don't leave the masquerade breach. We don't like masquerade breaches, but it makes it easy when we do the tracks. Anyway, have fun. Take care. Bye. See you later.
Thanks.
I'll take one of the pairs of headphones and put it like over my headphones.
Yeah, I'll walk a pair over and assume that Richard's in the driver's seat, considering he arrived. And I'll just hand it
Put
in.
it in the general direction and see if they snap on.
Just hand it in there.
The headphones would disappear as he puts them
How
on.
many pairs did he give us?
He said as many as we wanted.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'll take a pair too. Yeah, put them on.
Yeah, I assumed you'd have a pair.
Yeah.
Richard have a pair. I have a pair.
Yeah.
I don't know. Piper, you want a pair?
At the moment, the Piper is fighting the impulse to amplify whatever on Earth Trax is feeling. I'm rolling
Ambrosia,
some
you
real
need
life
care?
willpower
Just
checks
send
right
him
now.
into the stratosphere.
Richard would whisper quietly into the headphones, into the mic. He's like, "These TeamSpeak earmuffs are really cool."
Yeah, I like them.
I will throw my voice back instead of talking into the headphones. Yeah, I hopes to hear things.
Olena's voice will be noticeably higher quality than anything else you're hearing.
Every time I talk into the headphones, I'm actually throwing my voice. I'm not going to be talking into the headphones.
Hell yeah.
The headphones are just muted.
Just fashionable.
Well, I need to be
So
able to hear.
you'll
They can't talk back to me.
Are you all set for whoever it is to drive on up, and everyone else has communication?
I believe I'm on Piper's lap in the passenger seat.
And am I correct in thinking that Richard is driving?
Yes.
Yeah, so the
So
car
it's
would
just-
drive
it's
one
just-
up with no driver and 2 people in the passenger seat.
So Lena and Ambrosia, good pair to stay behind, right? You are
It's
No.
me.
Lena?
No,
I've got
it's
the
me
gun.
and Ambrosia. Yeah, Alina's
Ah,
our best.
FX.
Yeah,
Oh,
firearm.
this would be interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
And FX and Ambrosia.
Ambrosia is sitting in the safety of the van right now with her tone.
FX, you've got this spare headset. Walk up to the van, open up the back, and find Ambrosia there. And is there anything the two of you would like to talk about before, you're no longer a coterie of 5, potentially?
I would hand her the headset and I'd say, probably best for you to have this. Keep in touch with us. I'm going to stay in the crowd and mingle and watch the race, but if you have any problems, let me know. Maybe keep an eye out. But I think this is too exciting to miss.
I'm going to
Sure,
point out, what the fuck? There's nothing to watch a race on. This is the 80s, mate.
Yeah, but they like speed off and come back around. Or like, is it one lap? Is it
It's
just
just
one
one.
lap?
We're
it's just
talking
one
like
lap.
they're going into towns and villages.
Yeah.
This is,
Okay, I got it.
this is
Never mind.
This is a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a street
Okay.
race.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sweet. Then in that case, then I would just get into the driver's seat, hand her the headset, and put it on. I'd say,
Yeah.
let's just hope they don't get themselves killed.
I think she would go ahead and call up into the passenger side of the van, still hugging that tone to her chest. So they're going to do this.
Yeah. Piper had to tag along. He's got a weird affection for the car. It's whatever.
Is this really a good way to spend our time?
Yeah, oh, definitely. I was talking to Trax, he's the runner, and he was saying that if we win, we get anything we want. And he seems to accommodate for Kindred. And so the broker, he mentioned, so if we win, we can just be like, let's talk to the broker.
Yes,
You seem
We've got
pretty
all the time in the
adamant.
world. Can I
Yeah.
hear this through the headphones?
I mean,
Dude,
unless
we've
they
got all the
don't
time in
want
the
you to,
world.
but yeah.
Yeah, she doesn't have the headphones on, but yeah, you probably could.
Oh, you can
hear.
still hear me.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's weird how she does that.
Yeah, it's pretty useful. But either way, though, she's right. We just gotta sit here. They just gotta win the race, and then next thing we know, we're one step closer to our, the completion of this job.
I like to imagine that
Then
the Piper
don't
can actually take a headset
die.
instead of, like, talking, but it's just sitting close enough to Alina to hear the chatter, like, just ambiently.
Just like a cookie.
Yeah, you can probably hear it through.
Props.
Mm-hmm.
Testing, 1, 2. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
That's in game, by the way.
Okay. Don't die.
We're already dead.
Okay. Don't do final die.
We'll be.
Yeah, they're competent. They know what they're doing.
Of course, milady, we will return.
You.
Never change, Richard. Never change.
Who's driving?
Richard.
Does Richard know how to drive?
No.
Yeah.
Because I think
Better
I've
than
only
I
seen
do.
you driving. Why aren't you driving?
Why am I? Richard's better than that than I am.
No.
I like driving, but I think he's got a quick turn,
I guess we'll find out, won't we?
You only live once, and we did that already.
No, we lived twice.
Well, we're undead.
Yeah.
Still living. Just not in the conventional way.
Did the race start?
No, I assume you're all just moving up to the
Yep.
starting grid, as it were, placing yourselves in position as the engines are revving. Any last-minute things you want to say to each other of encouragement or discouragement?
Question.
Piper, I love you.
Can I use a discipline on a party member to enhance? Like, can I use Melpany to enhance? Probably not, because it just doesn't move.
Situationally,
so.
depending in a way, because assists kind of work like that.
It's
If you
hard to
can-
assist in V20. I mean, if you're able, trying to think if there is. I mean, because you could dominate somebody to do better.
Yeah, it's situational. But anyway, because I don't want to go into a third week where we could never ever monetize another episode. Never happen with just so few subscribers on YouTube. But we do have a YouTube channel where you can go and see absolutely everything that's archived over there, and we'd love it if you subscribe. See if we can get over that 200 subscriber mark. That'd be nice. Anyway.
Oh, we have Vancouver.
The Piper. As Olena's sitting in the Piper's lap, correct?
Yep.
Which means that bird mask is perfectly positioned to just gently just peck you in the shoulder. No real reason, just the fact that I can.
Stop that. It's distracting. Help me aim.
One more peck.
Is that you looking over the dashboard? Or the steering wheel?
When the gunfire goes off, Richard just gets a sorry car and he's gonna gun it.
Gunning it.
Wish I had a blue turtle shell.
What does the blue one do?
That's the one that goes all the way to the front.
Oh,
Gets
really?
you guys fastest.
I only know the first one, and I've played the arcades, but that's it. Dex, drive! please. And don't spare the horsepower. Did no one get that? Should I have said home, James, and don't spare the horses? Thank you.
Jesus.
2 for 2.
They got a lot more dice.
I thought you said you
Yeah,
had
you're going to have to get
5
creative other than I'll put the pedal to the metal. But you put the pedal to the metal and you drive off in a flurry of other vehicles and smoke and... What the fuck is it? Steam and rubber. Burning rubber? Burning rubber.
I will spend a blood point to raise my dex for like a blood buff.
Yep.
What's this like looking like at the moment? Like, where are we? What are the other cars on the road doing? Like,
You are currently driving on just a simple 2-lane road. Cars are bunched up. They don't give a shit about which way is going up. It's tight. People are just vying for spaces at the moment, and you're heading off between fields. Why do I want to call them farmer fields? But fields at the moment, surrounded by trees. There's a town coming up in about 5 miles.
and where are we in
I would
relation
like-
to everybody else?
Yeah, is there a car next to us?
Yeah, you are bunched up in a group.
I am totally going to try and shoot that driver.
I would like you to do perception
Do I just...
and firearms, please.
Perception and firearms?
Yes.
Okay.
Unless you want to argue me, or I say, I'm saying it. Argue for another one.
No, no.
No,
I like to
I am
imagine-
open to suggestion.
I
That's the
mean,
way
it's
to
not like
phrase it.
charisma and firearms don't work, so...
I'd like to imagine that as Alina cranks the window down and sticks the gun out the window, the Piper's hand is next to it, just waving at the driver. All friendly like.
That's a pretty damn good roll.
Much better roll. That's 3. You fire off a single bullet. The kind has just enough time to look at you, eyes open in terror. You watch as the bullet pierces the windscreen and goes straight through his eye. The car careens off the road, taking another one with it. You drive off behind you, not caring for the explosion.
The Piper looks back just to continue waving as they fade out of view.
Was that an explosion I just heard?
Not us, don't worry.
Other cars bunch up very quickly, taking their place. You can tell that at least one of the drivers is kindred. The other 2 seem to just be aggressive little punk teenagers. They take swerves at you, not actually hitting the car, but they're not afraid to get their own dented. What would you like to do?
I'd like to shoot at one of the kind.
I'm still waving at them. I'm waving at these guys now.
I'm gonna keep driving.
I'll tell you what. Let's go to the pipe, because there's 3 of you. We'll go round, and we'll go to Day. Piper.
Hello. Yes. I'm just waving at the other cars as we see them. If it distracts them at least a little bit to give us a bonus elsewhere, great. If not, I'm still just waving at them because that's who the Piper is as a person.
Vampire.
Do for me. Manipulation. Expression.
Okay.
You know, I actually can see Richard doing exactly that dance behind the wheel as they're speeding down the road.
Except he's obfuscated, so you can't.
Yeah, I know. But you just know that that's what he's doing.
I do have to ask if there is any chance I could use manipulation and performance instead.
Yeah.
Okie doke.
Absolutely.
He's locked in. I'm
Damn,
just
that's-
waiting.
That was a damn good roll. Yes, this kind is not paying any attention to you whatsoever. He's determined, he's focused. This isn't a car that's been swerving at you. This is a guy that's looking straight ahead, eye on the prize. Kindred, on the other hand, is on your driver's side, nearest to Richard. Though, of course, he presumably can't see Richard. He seems to be revving the car in your general direction. You look towards him, and you swear for a brief moment as the streetlights flash overhead. His skin has a tinge of blue to it. Must be your imagination. What would you like to do, Richard?
Richard is gonna keep on driving. Yeah, I think at this point I'm not gonna, because going up to like one past your generational limit, you can do it for a scene. Any decks above that, I have to burn blood every round. Not doing that yet. I'm just gonna stick with what I've got. So I'm gonna say life's simple. You make choices and you don't look back. And I just go.
Dex drive. Fucking kidding me. Why did I roll so fucking well? Piece of shit. Oh, look, that is a draw, so that is going to go to you anyway, isn't it?
I guess.
Not up. Yeah, that goes to you on, because that's a draw, so that is definitely going to you. You drive the car, determined as you are. You're locked in this race with this guy on your left. You're not paying attention to this strange-looking kindred that attempts to just whisper something to you. Vaguely hear something about crashing, but pay no heed, as it once more attempts to ram towards you. You throw the pedal to the metal. And drive through the S-bend, leaving the two cars behind you. In front of you is one of the Ferrari Teslarosas. Behind you is American muscle car brand. I don't know much about cars. They got
Chevelle.
5 wheels. Thank you.
Corvette.
They got 5 wheels because I count the steering wheel.
Stingray. Ooh, do a Corvette
Well-
Stingray.
What about that Icelandic company, Fjord, who makes that muscle car?
Oh, you mean the Bumblebird?
The what's other than a Mustang? What's like a popular horse?
Stallion.
Stallion.
Chargers.
The Fjord Stallion. I think Charger's already a car.
Yeah.
The Fjord Stallion.
Why am I in charge of this?
Can I do something
Yes.
as we pass the kindred? Or is
Yeah.
it too late?
No. Do it.
I would like to throw my voice, use the missing voice, so I can throw my voice anywhere within sight, to that kindred and sing just about any Yoko Ono song. I would
So
scream in
many
his ear, but
choices.
it's singing.
I'll take fucking manipulation subterfuge. I'll take manipulation intimidation. I'll take manipulation and performance. I'll take
Okay.
fucking occult for Yoko Ono. I'm not gonna lie. I'm tempted to have this guy roll survival. And you know, Jesus, have you seen that fucking video?
I mean, that's
when-
why I chose Yoko Ono.
Have you seen that fucking video where Yoko Ono perform? Well, the Beatles and Yoko Ono perform "Johnny Be Good" because
Yes.
oh
my
God.
god, that's soul sucking.
The moment she just starts hitting this tambourine, and they're just giving us like, what the fuck's this bitch doing? No, I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. I'm so sorry. Anyway. And this guy is going to be doing his... Oh,
I mean, how do you defend against that?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I increased the difficulty as well because Yoko Ono. You stare at this kindred and you throw sounds out of your mouth. They grate inside of the kindred's skull like glass scraping against the back of his eyeballs. You see him screaming in pain. And he screams off, driving as the car twists in mid-air and plunges into the side of a field, once more exploding behind you, leaving you with the whatever it was that you suggested as a Corvette. I know there was
Stingray.
some really nice Corvette in the
Corvette
80s.
Stingray.
I can't remember what it was. Yeah, and one of them, a Stingray.
Unless you want a Nova. I owned a Nova.
It could be. I'll tell you what. It's a poor vet. Scarlet.
Owen.
A poor vet Scarlet.
Oh. Not an Owen.
Oh, I'm not going to remember.
I see what you
Scarlet.
did
I'm just
there.
going with puppet shows. Anyway, fucking that is behind. That's not, a
What?
Corvette's a muscle car.
It's more of a sports car. A Chevy Nova would be a
okay.
muscle car.
No. Chevy Nova.
I owned one.
Anyway, sorry. Things that I'm going to look up after the game. Carry on. What are you doing? And don't forget that Ambrosia and FX, who's currently rummaging in the garbage for any stray rats, can talk at any time on radios.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
What are the odds that there might be like an emergency flashlight tucked in the glove box?
Perception and alertness.
I'm gonna try and blind him.
Yeah.
Either that, or it is pipe, but there is every possibility they're just going to stick out the fucking window trying to hit them over the back of the fucking head.
I mean, if it comes
But
to
it
it.
has to be a flashlight.
Yeah. Hit them something else, they might see birds. Pipe wants them to see stars, so you've got to use a flashlight. Torch.
It's true. There is method to madness. There's a logic to things. But yeah, no.
Yeah, there's torch in there. Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. That and I figure little scraps of shiny things that cause those odd reflections, a bit of broken mirror. So it's just that little bit more distracting than just having a flashlight beam in your eye.
I'd like you to roll something for me, please.
Yeah?
Yeah. Something that's completely appropriate for that role, that's really obvious to someone who knows exactly what they
I mean,
do and been
dexterity
doing this
seems
for
to
years.
make sense.
Dexterity athletics
What though? Dexterity.
like a thumb. Dexterity athletics like a thumb. Attack. For a thrown attack, yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I'm expecting it. I don't know. You think I'll accept it?
What?
Nothing. Oh God, they're into us. They're into us. Disengage. Go black.
Dex athletics, because it'd be like throwing.
I'm throwing something?
Fucking told you. It's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
Oh, you're not throwing something? My bad.
What?
No.
No, reflecting light.
Anything, Muscadian. What the fuck
fuck am I gonna do?
I mean, it wouldn't be firearms, but it's kind of the same thing.
I would do wits because they're thinking fast and on the spot. So wits and
maybe like whichever alertness or awareness, because I have to see their eyes in order to aim at them.
I'll take that. Wits awareness. No, alertness. Wits alertness. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I'll take that.
yeah.
Shiny things are my weapon of choice? ?
I mean, yeah. Yeah.
Apparently, yes, they are. You somehow. What the fuck is playing at the moment? I don't remember this. Okay, apparently I did make this.
Yeah, this
All
isn't
right.
racing music.
It's not, but apparently don't know what's going on. You shine this light brightly into one of the opposing racers' eyes. You can hear them let out a scream that sounds like
A scream.
he will helm the burden of that later.
Yes.
That sounds like Yoko Ono.
Ripping his vocal cords apart, his eyes burn, and the car crashes into another vehicle, taking several out. Yet some of them still think to themselves, God, I'm glad I never heard Yoko Ono sing.
As the car veers off track, the light is lowered for just long enough to turn and wave at them as they disappear again.
You turn it back to yourself so they can see you wave.
Oh,
We apologize to anyone if you find us saying that Yoko Ono is a talentless hack that can't sing offensive, but don't worry, your medication will be out soon, and once you're rehabilitated, you can be put back into society. Also,
If
should
there
you
are
have
any
internet
Yoko
access?
Ono fans there, please DM me because I've never met a Yoko Ono fan, and I would love to talk to one.
Richard would say into the headset, those that light show you put on, it shines bright like diamonds in the sky.
Bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond. As soon as you said bright.
Oh, I thought it was a Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds reference.
Maybe that was the
With
basis
the
of the
Yoko
song.
Ono thing to the Beatles.
Many
That's what
things can be true
I'm
at
sorry.
once.
I was thinking the
Many
song
things can
"Shine
be true
Bright
at
Like
once.
Diamonds in the Sky."
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
I don't know
Shine
that.
bright like
I
a
don't know
diamond.
that song.
You would just hear a
It's a newer
groan from
song.
FX through the headset.
It's another song that we wrote and then sold to someone else later because it was written before, or it was released after 1988.
Kindred, hands and everything.
Yep,
You take
I'd take credit for a lot of that.
third position. None of the cars are behind you that you can see. You're driving through several pieces of town work, jumping over speed bumps. You don't give a flying fuck. The road changes into a single lane. Trees surround you and dense forest work. The road becomes far more twisty and windy. You have to slow down on corners. No one dare even think about overtaking. Anyone like to do anything?
Are called shots a thing in V20?
They absolutely are.
And how do they work?
There's usually with a higher difficulty.
Is it just higher difficulty?
I think so.
It depends
So
on
it's
like
not
if
like
you're
it's
doing like
switched.
if you're doing like a headshot, then yeah, it's a higher difficulty because you're actually aiming at a specific spot.
So what I was thinking of aiming at was a tire.
Of course.
Would that be a called
I would
shot?
probably give
That
her
would be
like
a cold shot.
difficulty 7.
Yeah, that.
Oh, I don't know. At high speed, very high speed.
About 8 then.
Basically, what it
Times are
says
pretty big.
is you raise the difficulty and you give a suitable bonus.
Do for me. Perception, firearms.
So, before I roll this, the reason I'm doing the tire instead of the head is because I'm assuming the tire would be easier.
Yeah.
But
The head
is
would
it
be
gonna
like a
easier?
9. Like a 9 or a 10.
Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely.
And especially
Use
since you're going at high
perception, right?
speed, it would definitely be a 10.
Yeah, I think typically a headshot is +2. So if you're gonna increase it by speed 2, that might be in like +3.
Damn it.
Fuck it, let's go with that. Oh. You fire off the gun. Unfortunately for you. Oh, that was 0 successes as well. Not only do you miss the car, but you watch, terrified, as a Garou jumps out of the trees, lands on the car in first place. Another lands on the car in second place, and then a third lands on yours.
Well, that's less than ideal. He's just like on the hood? On the roof?
He's
Like,
on the
what-
roof of the car,
Okay.
flailing, pouring, howling into the night, same as the 2 cars in front of you.
Can I try to like shake him off?
You can.
What am I
It's not the best option.
hearing? Hello, you guys still with us?
Yeah, speak.
Imagine it's just like growling crap noises coming from the roof.
Yeah. What is going on? That does not sound like driving.
Can I try to
So-
speed? Sorry, go ahead.
I would like to use Melpany and start singing Raise Your Hands by Bon Jovi from the album Slippery When Wet. To try to get him to slip off of the car.
Oh, I thought you were just showing off your Bon Jovi album knowledge. I'm like, that could be right.
Oh,
I'm
he's raising
done.
his hands so he can't be on the car anymore and sliding off.
I'm just glad you didn't go
That's
with Wet
my
Ass
logic.
Pussies. I've learned about that song since we last spoke.
What?
Yeah, do the roll for that. Does he get resistance? He's gonna get resistance. So yeah.
Do you need
Show
me
me
to
the
show it?
deets for that. Yes, please.
Okay, I'll roll it first because I already started doing that, and then I'll show the. Wait, did it go? Yeah,
It did.
there went.
It did.
Oh, I guess it shows it when I roll it anyway. You get it twice.
Oh, that's 7. Yeah. Seems it's just as simple as that.
He
This
slips off
lupine
the
is just
car.
gonna throw its arms in the air like it just don't care. You're traveling at
Raise your hands.
And I'll speed up.
you're traveling at such a speed that it can't hold on. It's just not aerodynamically possible. It can't keep up with the power of the 30's engine, and it just goes flying off as you approach a tight corner.
I'm waving to him.
Sorry, Piper. Sorry.
Oh, just I'm waving to him as we disappear.
I'm up with that with 4 successes. 1, 2, 4. All that remains now is the car in front of you. Must be a local boy. He is driving an MG. One of the originals still rolled off from the factory when it was operational.
So, what's the... Where are we right now? Like, is it still the one lane, like...
It'll be... yeah, you're quite right. I'm so sorry. I was just caught up in the imagination of watching this lupine falling off the side of a cliff that I forgot to tell you about the road opening up into a much larger road. The town of Abingdon, only eye shot away. The final leg.
Time to be quick or be dead.
If it's reasonable...
Who's riding shotgun?
I am. Literally. Now, I have the question that all of us ask while we're driving and a song comes on the radio.
No, we can't stop and have a pee.
No. I raised my hand for too long. No, was that noise actually sirens or was it in the song?
I'm sorry, pardon?
Was that noise actually sirens or was it in the song?
It was in the song.
If the road's opened up enough and there's no longer trees, I still have my light. I still have my little bit of mirror.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What the fuck did we make you do? What the fuck did we make them do last time? Masquerade? I can't remember what we made them roll. Was it fucking wits and something?
It was
Wits and what?
Wits and alertness? Awareness?
Alertness or
that-
awareness, I can never remember which one's
Oh,
which.
I think it
I
was.
think it was
I
alertness.
think it was alertness. Yeah. All right. Thanks, guys.
Okay.
Wits alertness, please.
Aye.
2 crits in there.
Oh, is that what that means?
Three for 3. And it's going to go to you on the tie. On a tie, though, it's not going to be enough for you to be able to distract him enough to make him have any kind of accident. It shines off his own rear view mirror into his own undead eyes. You can tell it has an effect as he begins to slow down. You're able to take position to him side by side. You can see off in the distance the place where you started. You can't afford to lose.
I'm gonna shoot him.
Alright. That was thunder. Perception. Firearms.
Oh, I just hit the button. For the gun.
Oh
Do I
yeah,
need
that's
to do
fine.
Perception instead? Okay.
No, we'll do perception instead because you didn't get any success.
Okay, good. There we go.
Well, actually, that's all you need is to go to you.
Just need to
Should.
enter a mobile.
Drive.
You steer the car once more. It's not your car. Fuck it. You only get to unlive once. Ram the person next to you.
Too low.
Bugger. Oh well,
Is there
good enough.
still a leftover?
Yeah. No, that was unfortunately for you. It was a stray dog.
Hey.
He only had a blue handkerchief tied around his neck and 3 legs. His long, mottled brown coat that was glistening under the moonlight as he looked hopefully towards the town of Abingdon, thinking he might be taken in by a family.
No.
No, that's not fair. No, oh, I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what
We
you
have
fucking
now
do.
been registered in Does the Dog Die? Wait, we already were registered.
Wait, I know exactly what he's going to fucking do. And if he doesn't come back, I'm going to cry because he's going to love it.
He's not going to eat the dog, is he?
Not yet. As you drive past this poor... Yes. What the fuck? Why? You open your car door, fling out your arm, and scoop up the precious little puppy into your lap. Why not?
No!
Congratulations, you got a new dog in game.
It's better than
Oh
the
yeah,
dogs
you
are
shoot
dead.
this guy, by the way, and he goes flying off, leaving you to triumphantly cross over to the finishing line with your new coterie member. I've no idea what you're going to name this dog that could be of whatever you decide gender.
I've adopted an animal, Ken.
Yeah, you just
And
blood
bring the
bonded.
car to a stop. Apparently the name has been chosen. You may. I hope you. I know what you're doing. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You know what you're doing. You
Car.
registered item, princess, three-legged dog. Yeah. Richard.
Me? Oh, it's me.
Yeah.
Oh,
You have a new item.
oh, I have a new item.
Yes, three-legged dog called Princess.
Okay. All right, I'll go ahead and put that down then. We it was
And you
our
finally
princess.
able to bring the car to a halt. Obviously, the only winner that was. The crowd looks around you. You know, they're all giving applause. What would you like to do?
Definitely waving as we drive up.
Yeah.
We'll definitely take the headphones off now, and Toom still closely to her chest, get out of the van and move towards her victorious quarter.
We are the champions. No time to lose.
I don't care what anyone says.
I imagine
that
I'm
fuck-
getting out of the car singing, and I have kazoo backup.
Yes, that is
I don't
exactly.
care what anyone says. That song ended with him whispering, "Of the world."
Yeah,
No, it doesn't.
it doesn't.
I love
Go and listen to the single. It doesn't. It's
Is
Mandela
that another
effect.
one of those Mandela effect? No way. Where did that
I
come
would have
from,
sworn blind it ended like that, but it doesn't. He did it live, and a lot. The theory is that people are confusing the Live Aid performance with the single release, but the single release they don't do it. Annoying fact for you. Here's another fun annoying fact for you. The Tape of Horrors account is older than Twitch. Yeah, that's confused you all. Anyway, you're walking up. Anyway, Trax comes over. He's like, "Oh my god, that was fucking great. That was really good. We haven't had anyone do it that fast in like, what? I don't know, since the last race. And there was only one winner. Oh, okay, so there's only going to be one winner. Did you get it out there? Why are there scratches on the side of your thing? Why is there blood on the side of your car? That's what the word is. Car. I forgot what the word for car is. I do deal with cars all the time. Whenever we do races, I deal with cars. Anyway, you won. What do you want? Hi, I'm Trax.
The Piper waves.
All right.
Richard is cuddling
So-
the puppers.
Yeah.
So
sort of
I'm
wanna
assuming we
edge
want to
towards
talk
pet
to.
dog.
Yeah, when. I'm assuming we want to talk to what was it the informant?
Oh
The-
wait, hey, I forgot. One of you guys is called FX Leech, right? Isn't it? He's the weird-looking guy that just looked kind of like someone else I met once. Can't remember what his name was.
Yeah, I was
Steve,
to say
Simon,
FX talk to the other
Francis.
with info.
What? I got a phone call for him. Where is he? Only he can talk to it. Hey, you're not FX. Where's FX? You're the winner of the race. We'll talk later. Where's FX?
He would like seeing them all chatter. The race is over. He'd like exit from the van. And
Oh,
walk
Lena,
out.
that's it.
That's my name. Don't wear it out.
You do. Oh, I'm actually moving and pointing, but you can't see me. But go for it.
What
You
mood?
do dancing,
Singing.
singing.
Good job.
Lena. Ooh, Lean. Where's FX?
I'm right here. You guys looking for
One
me?
of the,
Good job, by the way, guys.
One of the
What?
people of
Yes.
the crowd will walk out after you've been declared. walks out towards you, grunting out a command for you to give follow. Guides you a short walk away from the group that are just barely out of earshot. He reaches into his jacket and hands you a large plastic device that you remember being shown a similar one by the Ventry you met. This is a special phone. It's like a landline. You can take it with you, and this one can't be overheard easy like. Be quick though, right? Be really quick for not for security. The battery just doesn't last very long.
Yeah, sure.
I
Appreciate
shrug and
it.
hand it to FX.
You take the heavy phone unit.
Yeah, looking at it.
I don't need that.
Yeah, I can make it work. Is there anyone we're supposed to call right now?
There is
Or are we
literally
just-
someone on the other end of the phone waiting for you.
Oh, okay, good. Just making sure. Hold it up, I'd say, hello?
Leech! Leech! Consider yourself officially invited to meet me on Stratton Way. When you've finished looking into that pesky little Tremere, of course. Come alone.
Sure, I can do that. Okay.
Good business calls.
Excellent. Perfect.
Oh, and don't bring that rundown excuse of a car with you. It draws too much attention.
I like it. But if you insist, I guess I can.
The
make
line
it out
goes
this
dead
once.
before you even finish saying insist. And you are left to return to the group.
Great.
Sorry to interrupt you.
No, you're good. No, it's fitting. I'd hand the phone back to the guy, and walk my back and make my way back.
Somebody that we know.
Over. Nah, I think it's one of my brothers. I just once we're done with here, I'm gonna go meet him on Stratton Way. But you guys don't gotta worry about that personal shit.
Oh, that wasn't worth winning the race for. Where's the informant dude?
Well,
You mean to tell me that was our prize?
no, I mean that might be
No.
putting-
Hey, guys. What do you want for your prize? I'm still waiting. That was just a personal phone call. You'd like a personal phone call? By the way, have you got any more of that Coke?
I would actually
You can
reach
have
into
it
my
only
Just a bump or
bag
two,
and
just a
pull
bump
out
or two.
some. Yeah, I'd pull out some for him.
You're
he'll-
gonna give him a...
Yep.
I
So-
would like to
so-
try and determine whether or not he is kind or kindred.
Oh, he's kindred. You don't need.
Kindred.
You don't need to roll for that. He's kindred. He's yeah.
It was unsure.
So what does he want?
before.
You wanted the information broker? What do you want from the information broker? You want something from the information broker? What kind of information do you want from the broker? Because he handles information. That is what he brokers. That's why they call him the information broker. God damn, that's some good Coke.
You're
Staring
welcome.
fixedly, once again, the player is rolling that inner willpower check to not boost this guy even further.
No, please don't. I don't think I could do that.
You haven't been given enough Coke yet.
I'm
Tonight.
gonna crunch down on my fucking tongue bar at this rate.
Not doing anything yet. I'll be good.
So, information? You want brokered information. Information to be brokered to you. What kind of information do you want to be brokered to you? Because that's what we do here, is broker information. Information to be brokered. Brokered information. Yes.
I mean, FX, this kind of sounds like a dream to you.
Well, don't we just need to meet with the broker? Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I
let's
think
do
you
it.
should talk to him. Like, find
Okay.
out about our case, but then if there's anything else you want to ask him,
Broker
all
don't meet the
yours.
broker don't meet in person. Broker doesn't meet in person. You will not meet the broker in person. You have to arrange for the broker to ask a question. That's how you work. He brokers information. You don't meet with the information broker. Otherwise, then it would be an information meter. He was not the information meter. He's the information broker. He brokers information. What kind of information do you want broked?
Okay.
I'm never going to forgive you for this, Dave Wraithathon.
What?
Wait, so
Wait.
we get it. So we get to ask him one question, and he gives us an answer.
Oh, that's just one question?
One question, one race. That's how it works. One thing. Anything you want to know. You want to know how far he can calculate pi? You've got a good bit of time, but we can go quite a while.
Okay. Well, then maybe we should put our heads together. And
First
come up-
number's 3.
And come
Get
up
that
with
one
a
for
good
free.
question. Yeah, okay. Thanks, Trax.
The second one is going to blow your mind because it's not even a number, man. It's not even a number.
Dies.
Shit, you know.
Okay. Well, let's just reevaluate a little bit so we can maybe come up with a good question. Ambrosia, did you learn anything about that book?
No, not yet.
Nothing at all?
No. It doesn't seem to really have anything to do with our case.
Book. You want some more from the book? You want some more book? I got more books. I got more books. I can get you more books. I can
I'm
tell you where the
gonna
books
look
came
at
from if you want to go and get
Trax
some more books. I can always
and
tell
do
you where
the-
they came from.
I'm gonna put a finger on his lips and go.
What if we just ask him who? What if we just ask him who made the dolls?
Why don't we ask him who the killer is?
Yeah, well, don't we have a suspicion that all of this is Ambrosia's sire? Possibly? What if we just
It's
ask
always the
where her
Tremere,
sire
yeah.
is? Yeah, so why don't we just ask where her sire is?
We
And
could,
we can
where
go
Gemini
straight to the
is.
source. Gemini, that's his name?
Yes.
Okay.
we get the location of every Gemini on the planet.
No, that's not. I'm gonna
Mac, that's where
specify.
Pisces is.
I'm gonna specify Gemini the Tremere, sire of Ambrosia, is what I'm going
There
to
we
say. Yeah.
And he's-
This
he's
is like
looking
carefully
down-
formatting wishes.
mhm.
He's looking down at lip. He
Yeah, I'm
is
still-
literally shaking. He is shaking, making all sorts of weird whimpering noises.
And I'm just ignoring him while we're having this
All right.
conversation.
Does anyone else have a better question? Or are we all good on that?
The Piper shrugs.
Okay.
I'll release my
Sweet.
finger from his lips.
Yeah, I turn to
He
Trax, and
whooped
before
us.
before he speaks, I
Okay.
speak right over him, and I say, I would like to ask the broker where Gemini the Tremere, sire of Ambrosia, is currently located.
Whooshes straight over to you, FX, grabs you by the collar, pulls you into his face, gives you a little lick.
I just like shy away.
You want to know where the guy with two faces is? The guy with the two faces, Gemini, the sire of Ambrosia. Ambrosia,
Yeah.
the Tremere, the Circle. You!
Not me, her. And I point.
No,
to
he's
Ambrosia.
turning to point Ambrosia.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Everything's about you.
Well, I just thought he was.
Wait,
pointing
what?
at me.
You mean to
Sold me
say
What?
hostage.
Ambrosia is her own sire?
I'm my own grandpa.
He pulls you back in. I think I might have confused him. That's not at all what I meant.
Yeah, no.
Just go out to Swiftditch. Hidden away in a little dirt path near the river. Apparently out there somewhere, some kind of safe house. Used by whatever needs it. At least used by, or at least it used to be used by, but now it's gone off looking that way. Apparently don't come back anymore. People just go, they come, they don't come back. They go, they look, they don't come back. They go, they look, they don't come back. Don't come back. How do we know they don't come back? Because we never see them again. But it used to be used, now it's not any use. But you want to go out in Swiftditch, the road sort of stops. Just follow this road straight on. It stops, turn into a dirt path, get into the foliage, go straight on. I don't know how you get there. You just sort of walk.
Okay.
Someone will know what you're doing. See ya. Thick grass line. Be careful. Nothing out there that you should be too worried about. It's mostly kindred controlled. That's why it's a safe house. But go have fun. Be safe. He's out there. Hi.
Waves.
So the dirt path was that way.
Straight on that way.
Thank you.
And we'll find the broker, or we'll find Gemini.
Gemini.
I have a fe- I have
That
a
was the
feeling
answer to the
he's-
question. Gemini, the sire of
I
Ambrosia
have a
Tremere, which
feeling
is
he's
you.
the broker. I have a feeling he's the broker. He is both Trax and the broker.
What one of
And
his
he's gonna grab you and it's like-
personalities.
He's going to
Yeah.
sniff you and he's going to like, you smell full of secrets.
I mean, I'm a Nosferatu. It's what I'm bred for, baby.
Also, slightly of sewer.
Yep, definitely spot on as well.
I
It's
regret
not polite
licking
to
you.
smell people.
You regret liking me? I'll make it
Licking
up.
you.
Oh, licking me? Yeah, you probably should. Yeah, you probably
Have-
should.
have-
I don't know what you
That's
got.
why
You
you should
talking
ask for
about these
consent
big
first.
floppy ears, and you can't even hear me say that.
Hey, I just go with the flow, man. You're harshing my vibe.
You got any more cocaine?
I feel like I'm
Oh, God,
doing
don't.
basically Dr. Roxo
Fine,
in Vampire the
fine.
Masquerade at this point.
Fine, but this is the last. And I hand him one
I would
more.
like to know, this
lick
is not the
and
first time we have had a
The
drug-addled
rock and
Malkavian.
roll vampire, and I love cocaine. You want to see my music video? It got banned off MTV because you can see my junk in it.
What were we saying, Olina?
Who was it before? This is not our first drug-addled Malkavian. we've
Rico.
had. Rico.
The swabber.
Please move on from this.
Yeah, we're following
I
the
don't
path.
know. I like this Malkavian.
I lost my dignity 40 minutes ago.
I'm trying to think of what else I could ask him.
Haven't won another race.
Could challenge him to a foot race. Although with as much coke as he's on, he's probably win.
Thumb Russell.
That's not a race.
Sure it is.
Richard would start heading
Who-
down
who-
the path.
Who can hit the other thumb
was
faster?
Yeah.
Richard.
Yeah, waving, walking away.
Are we going to go on foot or are we going to take the van?
Well, it's a dirt path, so I thought we had to go by foot.
Yeah, probably safest.
You follow
Also,
the
this
bear.
has a name, so
Swiftditch is the area of grassland. It runs next to the River Thames.
no, I mean the name of the scene is on screen.
Oh, no, that's just because it was perfect. That was from...
Okay.
What was the fucking...
Port Meadow murders.
Yeah. Yeah. Port Meadow was in Oxford. You don't worry, it was appropriate. And I
Okay.
couldn't be bothered to find a
Yeah.
new scene.
Okay.
You follow the barely visible dirt road as far as you can, finally reaching the end as you were warned of, and prepare to leave and make your trek through the dense thicket of grassland. And as you do so, is there anything you would all like to talk about?
Ambrosia, is there anything you can tell us about your sire that we should know before going into this? You know, it's like Tremere are full of tricks.
The tricky Tremere.
Ooh, can anyone see like magic stuff?
Yeah.
Not
Don't
me.
look him in the eyes at any moment.
Like actually, or are you being
Do
like
not look him in the
metaphorical?
eyes.
Okay, noted.
I put my sunglasses on.
Yeah, that's a good
And then-
point.
I don't
I'll
know, what
pull-
else would
I'll
she-
pull
what
mine
else could
off
she-
too and put them on.
What else could she tell them about her fire?
He's was banished, I suppose would be the right word, from maybe not the Camarilla necessarily, but certainly Abingdon. He must be in a state of desperation for something to be willing to part with a tome, potentially.
He was banished from our area. He's not a he's not a good man. Even for a Tremere.
Great,
He's one of the worst.
sweet.
Both
And
hands,
yeah.
two sides of face in sarcastic display of shock.
Yeah. Well, I guess let's just be on our guard. Let's be a little more careful than we were with the Garu. at least.
Yes, I would urge caution.
Yeah.
He is
Can I
not
roll
going to
Okay.
be
Steal
he is
Richard's
not
hat.
going to be as easy as your last victim.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure.
Obfuscate.
Richard, let us know if you see anything.
Not really sure you cannot forget, to be honest with you, because this is thick grassland, and if you get lost in there, you could be potentially asked. You could, well, yeah, okay, yeah, all right. Are you sure you want to do this? Is what I will say.
To what? Go through
I'm
the
going-
grassland?
No, obfuscate, because you'll have to separate from the group a little bit to be not seen.
Yeah, because we're walking through the grassland.
Can I just tell them to
Fastest going to move.
turn around?
Wait till we walk ahead.
Close your eyes. Don't look at me.
Don't look at me.
That's exactly what I said.
Okay, fine. I won't obfuscate.
Thing is, I think that he would see you anyways.
I'll use my
So I was going to say your obfuscation. I wouldn't waste it.
It's not a. It's. I can kind of just do it whenever.
And I'm going to use aspects too.
Heightened senses as well.
Yeah.
Yep.
I want to or perception in the area to see if there's anybody besides us along this path.
Well, it's funny you say that because, first of all, you begin to make your way through the overgrowth, pushing long blades of grass and reeds to the sides as you tread your way through and forward, heading to the sound of the River Thames. Minutes linger as you feel like you have been walking aimlessly. Wits awareness or perception alertness, whichever you prefer. The aura perception thing. Could you show me the things for aura perception? Because I'll let you roll that instead if you prefer.
Yeah, it's perception, empathy. I think difficulty 8.
I
Bear
posted
with
it.
me. Thank
It's
you.
big.
I'm going to use a willpower.
It's got the bit I need. Perception and empathy for me then, please. Ooh. Okay. Everyone else?
Did you
Wits
say
awareness or
we-
perception
okay.
alertness?
Okie doke.
Whichever you prefer.
Kidding.
Your heightened senses, I am aware of. Richard.
I'm glad I rolled that willpower. That would have been a botch.
Oh, good. Okay, so you will luckily all be able to see that the reeds and overgrowth around you are shaking, falling, trembling all around you. Someone else is here. Multiple voices, all pitch perfectly the same, declare in unison, stop. Everyone, you all get to roll Dex and Athletics.
Yay. Jesus Christ.
He can't help you.
What did I do? Yeah. Oh, I did alertness. I'm supposed to do athletics. Sorry. So that doesn't look right. Do it again. There we go. 2. I think I like the last one better.
I'm gonna throw my mouse out of the window in a minute.
well, why?
Right. My mouse wheel's buggered. Sit here for 10 minutes trying to scroll down. It's like, you want to go where? You want to go what?
Oh, hey, Muskevian, I have a question, real quick. When we burn a blood point to increase our attributes, how do we roll that?
I don't
You
think
should
there
have
is.
a bonus box.
Oh yeah, you just had it
Oh,
as a
okay.
bonus. Yeah.
Okay.
FX, Richard. Olena.
I'm not so surprised.
Ambrosia.
Mm-hmm.
You are absolutely... Well, you're to one side. FX, everyone else. Piper, I believe it's just FX and Piper? Or is it just Piper? I didn't say. Oh no, alright. Piper, Richard. You are
Hello.
caught off guard, much to your detriment, as you see the silhouette of a person looming over you and watch helplessly as it plunges a wooden stake through your heart.
Oh, God
You
damn it.
freeze in place, keenly aware of everything around you. As you fall to the ground helpless as a babe, you are able to catch a brief vision of a stitched name on tag to a green shell suit that reads Vic. The rest of you, FX, Olena, Ambrosia, you are told at stake point to pick up Piper and Richard. Otherwise you will also join them in being staked. You finally see the threat as 6 identical men, all dressed in green shell suits, all bearing the name tag Vic, surround you. In unison they tell you to follow, as they escort you through the dense foliage to a trap door buried in the ground. One of them opens it, as the rest pile in on you, forcing you one by one down the trap door. You each fall into the darkness until making contact with solid ground, and find yourselves trapped inside an ancient stone cell. Thick iron bars run from the cramped ceiling deep into the carved-out stone floor. A heavy crash echoes down from the chamber above you, cutting you off from the outside world. From beyond the iron bars, obscured by shadows that flicker, from the small and few scattered candles that are placed around an obscured voice ekes out, "Settle in for the day. And if you unstake anyone, throw those stakes out of your cell, or you'll be staying in here until Cain himself finds you." The voice cuts off suddenly as you hear footsteps that fade away, leaving you alone. What would you like to talk about?
They're okay with us unstaking?
Yeah.
Okay.
I would. I
They
don't
don't want us
stake.
to
Grab
keep-
one, pull it out.
Yeah, I'll do
Wait.
Richard. What? What?
I would have waited until they were going to let us out. Because now you have to throw the stakes out, and we have no stakes.
I've still got a gun.
Yeah, we'll be fine. We don't need the stakes per se.
I would rather have my
Stakes
friends
are
than yet another
always-
random weapon.
I agree with Alina. They're more useful than the stakes are.
So the moment the stake is taken out, the Piper's still just like sprawled, but like fingers laced behind head, get a bit more
Yeah.
comfortable.
No, he would just ignore Ambrosia and pull out Richard's stake, and then throw it
Yeah,
out.
I'd
in
pull out the
cell.
Piper's stake and just throw it out the.
Mhm.
I was staked.
You were.
Actually, when
That's
I
your
throw
back,
it out,
buddy.
I'm not gonna throw it out. I'm gonna just drop it so it's like right outside, just in case. It is kind of within reach.
Great. Well,
Glad to hear you're back.
yeah.
Yes, that was rude.
How much space is between these bars?
Centimeters.
Can anyone tell if there's anyone down here?
Yeah, what's the...
You've all
what's-
still got the
Yeah,
walls
can
still
I
off.
can I try?
Nothing
Can I
is
try
alerting
again?
you all, apart from yourselves at the moment.
Can I do or perception again, please?
We've still got it active from the same one. Either you're alone in this cell, or these walls are too thick and you can't see anyone in the near vicinity,
So could you
apart
please
from yourselves.
could you please describe the cell again? I just want to make sure I have a clear picture of it.
It's the worst possible imaginable thing for you all to RP in, but I think you got this. Literally just a stone cell, iron bars that go from the ground to the ceiling, and the trap door above you, which is now shut off.
Okay,
Pretty
so
much.
we're behind the bars, and then in
There's-
front of the bars, there's that trap door.
And
There's-
above you is the trap door.
Yeah, well, I mean,
In
the way
front of
to
you
the trap
is
door. Yeah.
mostly shadows, but you will be logical. It would be logical to assume that whoever said something to you was able to leave because you heard footsteps and a door.
How high up is the
There's no one
trapdoor?
within earshot.
Probably about 20-ish, 25 feet. The
you
problem
said
isn't
we
the
heard-
door. The problem is the fact that the trap door is locked on the other side.
And just for clarity, we heard them exit via a door that sounded different than the trap door we entered through?
Correct.
Okay.
There is
We're-
something I could try. I have the ability to cause things to decay.
The Piper says, pulling out some bits of bent wire that look a fair bit like lockpicks.
I'm just singing I want to break free.
She's in a queen mood. Well, Piper, you can try to pick the lock, I suppose. If that doesn't work, I could try to rust it to nothing.
Yeah, like, so this lock. Tell me about it.
No one said there was one.
Okay, that's what I was wondering, because you said bars. Where are these
I
bars?
said, yeah, I just said iron bars. Yeah,
Yeah, where are they?
So
I
there,
also
is there a
know
door around
literally
this
just-
where we're at?
just some iron bars that are straight in front of you.
There's
As
no
far
door.
as you can see, there's
Do
no door.
the iron
yeah.
bars go all the way around?
They don't need to. It's just the front of the cell. Everything else is solid stone.
Okay, stone. Okay.
Okay.
But
As
is there a
opposed to
lock
that
on the
jelly
door?
stone I keep hearing about. There's no door.
I would like to knock on the wall.
Nothing happened. It's just a,
Yeah,
The wall doesn't
it's a wall,
respond.
but I like the reference.
I want to walk
One day.
around, like rubbing and feeling the wall.
Did you ask for the wall's consent?
Yeah, no means no.
I'm just trying to see if I can find any secret passages.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'll give you an entire week to rummage for all the secret passages you want to find. 'Cause that is where we're going to call it for this week, then.
Oh yeah.
Thank you for coming and joining us. Thank you for coming and playing. Let's close up there. This week we will start with someone who recently confided to me that they were responsible for the sacking of Rome and the fall of the entire empire, but it's okay, it was just a misunderstanding over the interpretation of the Uno rules, starting with Ambrosia. Who are you? What do you do? Do you do things? Let's find out.
I do things. I'm here on Thursdays. I'm also involved with Lost Tribes Gaming. I'm involved in their Cyberpunk game, their World of Darkness mix, Star Wars, and modern day superheroes. And so you can find me over there on Wednesdays, every other Friday, and every other Saturday. I'm also a YouTube gamer, and so you can find me here on Twitch, and on YouTube at the Gothic Ferret. Pretty much all social media is the Gothic Ferret where you can find me. But I am going to be starting a new campaign with some YouTubers next Friday. We're going to be doing a role playing of Fallout 76, where our characters are actually going to be role playing their history while we're going through the game.
Like fun. Olina, nah. Who are you? What do you do? Do you do things? Let's find out.
I am Ms. Hearts. You can find me just about anywhere as Ms. Hearts. I am also a burlesque performer in Austin under the name Marsha Mellons, and a drag performer under the name Mel Mack. So if you can't find me as Ms. Hearts, I might be under one of those. I am performing. I am helping out, not quite performing, with the dumbest burlesque show ever on February 1st at Kickbutt Coffee. And then I am in 3 different numbers for the anti-Valentine's Day show at Come and Take It Live on February 8th. And I am also the owner of a graphic design and promotional product studio. So if I can help you out with any of those, let me know.
FX, who are you? What do you do? Do you do things? Let's find out.
Yo, I'm Dead Western. Don't really do a lot, but you can find me on the Discord and chat with me there. But aside from that, I just play FX on Thursdays.
Piper, who are you? What do you do? Do you
Do things?
do things? Let's find out.
That is a very good question. Hi, I'm Daybreakathon. You can find me at the Now Times doing the Here things, and also at the Monday Times doing the Over There things in the Shadowrun game right here on Table of Horrors. You can also find me on my own channel right here on Twitch, Daybreakathon, where I play whatever I want whenever I can. Lately, it has been a lot of Pal World, and I have been giving my dear friend Softonomicon a very hard time. Aside from that, I am both an artist and an author. I have 2 fantasy novels available for sale, third one coming as soon as I can get all the editing done. And I draw the character art for things, and if you want me to draw your characters, money can be exchanged for goods and services. I think that's all of the things that I need to say, except, of course, my dog says hi.
Hello, doggo. Of course. Last but not least, Richard. Who are you? What do you do? Do you do things? Let's find out.
I am Nascavian. I play tabletop on Thursdays for VTM on Table of Horrors, and Mondays on Table of Horrors for Shadowrun. I have friends who have written books, such as our very own Daybreakathon, who has written Ward Breaker and Windswept. Check them out. I also have another friend who wrote Solus, who wrote Obelisk: The Long Dream of the Violet Star series. So check that out.
Excellent. Check out the links over there in chat for links to our YouTube and our audio-only versions of games. I didn't think about who we should go raiding on because forethought. What is that? Someone tap dance for me for a bit. Oh, I can't. I'm so adorable. I can't put it out there. This is not improved interface, Twitch. Alright, I'll just there was some, I remember, yes. Mondays, Shadowrun is back now.
Yeah!
Tune in for that. We've got some more things coming up. I'm going to see if we can start doing some recorded VTM games that are going to maybe, I don't know, be put over just on the YouTube or something like that. Who are they? I'm not tap. This is very difficult tap dancing and doing this at the same time. Dork Tales. I don't know Dork Tales. And no one else is. Oh, fuck it. Let's just go. Alright. Thank you all for coming. We'll see you next week. Oh yeah, I forgot. We can't go until Piper says the line.
You can't see me, but I'm also giving heart hands high!